Better that than facing the truth. Someone better waiting for you. Someone who is faithful to you. Grab me by my face with your wedding band up against my jaw. Said I'm here to stay. That's for every win, that's for every loss. I can never estimate price you paid to forgive my faults. I said, baby girl, you don't have to take this. She said, boy, you gon' have to face it.
I wanna hold you close. I'll never let you go. Come let me in your arms. I wanna hold you close.
How do people get like me? You ain't never seen a wreck like me. You ain't never owed a debt like me. How you gonna save a wretch like me? I might turn a bottle to a hospital. Saw somebody carve a canyon. And their skin saw the Rio Grande. Turn red, they might need a bandage. Need a friend, I feel so abandoned. But I know I deserve it. I don't even wanna fight the verdict. I don't need some kind of words. I have heard everyone I know worse. And flying birds really kinda covered. Scared to go cause I don't know what's next. When I die, will I fly? Will I love it? Will I pay the price for rejecting everything you gave? How much does your grace cost? When I face off with my past and I lose the game, build a sandcastle out of fear. And now I pray that you'll send a wave. Will you renovate? Will you terminate? If you're even there, you just probably hate me. Grab me by my hand and I felt the spirit move in my heart. Said I'll live again and that all I did is nail to the cross. I could never estimate price you paid to forgive my fault then. I said, Lord, I cannot repay this. He said, boy, you gon' have to face it.
I wanna hold you close. I'll never let you go. Come let me in your arms. I wanna hold you close. I wanna hold you close. I'll never let you go. Come let me in your arms. I wanna hold you close.
I suppose we should get going.
Yeah! Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Oh, hey, guys.
Yeah. This is my vocal warm-up. Sorry. Good morning. Man, I got a new toothbrush yesterday. I got one of those Sonic things.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Life-changing. Life-changing.
It's got, like, water.
Kiss me right now.
flowing through it. Okay.
Kiss me.
I have coffee breath. You
Oh,
hate
yeah,
coffee.
gross.
Yeah.
Telling you.
I can't.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the program. It's Tuesday, live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
Oh, man.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Live on YouTube as well. Star 88 FM. Go there. Watch the show. We dare you. We dare you to go right now. No, you're not. You're fine. Good morning, Charlene, Sarah, Andre, Alicia, Carl, and Mark, and Loretta. And Jerry.
Mark's out in Atlanta. I want to know what that's about.
What's going on, Mark? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
I mean,
Bet it's nice and humid over in Atlanta right now. It's getting hot. You guys can give us a call if you'd like. 505-338-3700. Put it in your phones. And also text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. It's 505-585-5483.
But we were just watching the WWE, a little wrestling before the show. Getting caught up with The Undertaker and
Elias.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah. You know, all these people we know so well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still pretty popular, I guess.
WrestleMania was on Sunday. I think it was the first time since I was a child we didn't at least watch WrestleMania. So.
Wonder, are ratings, is it still getting more popular, or do you think it's getting less and less? What do you think? Do you think ratings are
I don't know. I mean,
up or
they're
down?
still doing it,
Well,
right?
yeah, they're still doing it, so
I just feel like in this fair, and it's difficult for me because one, I'm a grown up, and two, with things like the UFC now, like even my boys are, they can't really watch fake,
but it is different though.
fake fighting. Yeah.
But we've all known. I mean, pretty much everybody, unless you're a little kid, knows that it's fake. And that's not the thing. It's the soap opera. It's the entertainment. These guys and girls, they do some unbelievable acrobatic stunts. And there's a soap opera that goes along with it, which is, I guess, what hooks you. I mean, that's what hooked me back in the day, was the soap opera part.
Yeah.
So, and it's fun. If you've never been to one and then you go, it's a lot of fun. Those guys getting up there in the middle of the ring and doing their little speeches, calling people out.
Somebody said, did you see what happened in the Hitman at the Hall of Fame ceremony? We did. That was kind of crazy. Bret the Hitman Hart was actually attacked, but it wasn't like scripted. This wasn't part of a storyline. Like, he was at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and like a crazy fan jumped over
I didn't
and
watch
attacked
that,
him.
but I heard about it.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, this isn't fake. Like, security just like dog piles this guy. Like, it was crazy.
How mental do you have to be to try to take on one of those guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
First, they're juiced to the gills. All right, let's just say it how it is. All right.
I think that's also not a thing anymore. I think that's like why they're less.
Do they get tested?
Yeah, now they do.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It's not USADA. That's for sure. Because
I
there
don't know,
wouldn't
man.
be a WWE if they got tested.
No, I think they are now, which is why you see like Seth Rollins is the champ, and that's the guy that I was telling you about. That's like CrossFit guy.
Yeah.
He's not the biggest guy.
There's
you know
no
what I mean?
way. There's no way.
Nah,
I don't know.
There were too many like old guy lawsuits for them to. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It turned into a big thing where, the WWE and Vince McMahon were getting hammered by people that had retired who have basically destroyed their bodies for this thing and have nothing to show for it now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a crazy lifestyle.
John Oliver, like totally went on a rant actually this last week about the WWE for that very reason.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
I definitely want to listen to that later.
Right?
So what? No, I don't. Why do I want to listen to it?
Right.
I'm not going to listen to it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to get hooked. Is John Oliver a fan of wrestling? Is that why he exposed it or what?
No, I don't know. They haven't responded, I guess, to his thoughts, but yeah. TV host John Oliver. Yeah.
These corporations, they got to do a better job. Even the UFC needs to do a better job at taking care of these fighters, and I don't know. I mean, you even look at it on a level of look at our military. These guys go to war and to battle, and they come home.
Yeah.
These guys should be taking care of the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody said, please don't make fun of wrestling. It's the best thing in the world. I've watched since I was a child. Don't say I'm an adult. That's insulting. You know what, bro? I'm an adult.
I was insulted when you said that.
Whatever. I've watched. We talked about
like
this
that.
all the way back to the very first WrestleMania. I grew up on the WWF. Like, watched it my whole life. I've been to more pay-per-views than I care to admit.
Yeah, but
and
you should never
tapings of
say
shows.
because you're an adult. I mean,
It just got more and more difficult as the rules changed and as they were trying to rebrand after rebrand. There was the Attitude Era, then they wanted it to be more kid-friendly, and they kept trying to change things up. And the script writers got just worse and worse, and then there are real-life problems.
Well,
and so I can say I'm an adult because what I mean by that
changed.
is I'm an adult. No, it's 2019.
No, man, you're very you're 40.
Nowadays,
you change when you're 40.
Nowadays, when a wrestler gets in trouble in real life, it's everywhere. Or if, like WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey allegedly broke her hand, and That's why the match ended early. And so now you can just read articles and go, oh, here we go. Oh, they have to tell the truth now.
Yeah.
So it can't be like, I wonder what happened. Remember back when Stone Cold hit Kurt Angle with this truck? And no. Like now, unfortunately, the storylines have to be a little better because if not, you just Google, oh, this was just a stunt, you know?
Yeah.
And so...
Yeah, well,
It's-
the ratings are they're definitely at a record low. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But there's still a big fan base, so
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
Yep.
I mean, if you're into it, I think it's great. I love that people have that as entertainment. But I hope they are testing these guys, and I hope that they're
Yeah.
getting
Well,
counseling.
So I hate to even mention him, but remember what happened with Benoit?
Oh my gosh, it was awful.
That's remember
Just
Starmy
awful.
Jor-El was
Yep.
like, hey, that's
Head
when
injuries,
that's
man.
when they banned juicing. Like that's when it
Gosh.
began. The changes began.
Well,
dude, I
it's-
met him.
I
here.
did too. He was on my last show.
Oh,
He
that's
came
right.
in, and he was a really nice guy, but
He
you
was.
could tell
Dude, he
there
was
was something a little off when you looked
oddly
into his
quiet,
eyes.
too.
Yeah, there
Like,
was
he didn't-
something.
yeah.
Like at any moment, he was ready to snap, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's head injuries, man.
Yeah.
And maybe steroid use probably had a lot to do with it. But I don't know, man.
Dude, you know what's amazing? Steve-O was never a real fan. That's what this means. It's cool. It's better that you don't even watch. You're one of those guys.
Oh boy,
I'm
who
one of
cares?
those guys
Don't
who has
don't
John
look into
Cena's T-shirt in my closet that he gave me when I was front row at an event.
it. Listen, you don't have to prove to
I know, right?
anybody, Steve-O, that you are or aren't a fan.
Trust me, I get it. It's just not what it once was. It's kind of like the NBA. I don't watch the NBA much
But
anymore.
I do.
Because it's not the same as
But
it once was.
I disagree. I think it's just as entertaining, and I
it's
think
a
it's just as
different
good.
kind of entertainment now.
I don't
to
think
me.
so. I don't think it's changed all that much.
Yeah.
Speaking of basketball, did you watch last night? I mean, you're probably pretty disappointed.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Virginia wins the 2019 NCAA championship over the Red Raiders. Sorry, man. I didn't. I tuned out after. I think it was probably. You see, I tuned out, and Virginia was just. I think they were up by like 10 or 15 points. And this is it. And then all of a sudden, I heard Jake downstairs screaming, and then I'm thinking, maybe I should turn the game back on, but I didn't. So did you watch till the end?
Yeah.
Did they come back? Did the Red Raiders come back at one point towards the end, or?
Oh yeah, it
They
went
did?
to overtime.
Oh, it did. I didn't watch.
But
I
here's
should've
what
watched.
sucks: we were up by 3 with 12
Oh my gosh! Really?
seconds left.
I should have watched.
It was awful because for some reason Virginia went in, and I'm going, we're up by 3. Just guard the outside. We're up by 3.
Yeah.
We're up by 3. And for some stupid reason, Virginia, boom, crashes in on the left side for a layup, and 3 of our players just freaking
Yeah.
leaving a man
Oh my gosh.
wide open
Oh no.
in the corner. They dish it out, and he just drains the 3, and I'm like,
Ugh.
and we just lost the game.
Ugh.
That's it.
Well.
Because it was like we had all the momentum, and we were up. Like, we came all the way back, and we were up.
That's crazy.
And
I had no idea.
So I was like, dude, we're up 3. Just take away the outside shot. Who cares if they get a quick layup? Take away the outside shot. You're still up, and then we just play the foul game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And instead, they all freaking just crashed in under the backboard, dishes it out. And to me, that was it. I still watched overtime, but I just...
Well,
we were
you
done
know,
after
that's
that.
what you want. That's what you want in a championship game. You want overtime. I mean, that's a game right there. So hopefully you're just happy that it was a good game. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. It's Tuesday. We're live on YouTube if you want to chime in. Star 88 FM. Good morning, Pat. How's Cruises, buddy? Dento, good morning. All right, we've got to take a break. We got a big show today. That's right. Coming up, there's a story I didn't get to yesterday about some kids who saved a woman from almost killing herself on a bridge. It's a crazy story. You guys can chime in as well. How's everybody's morning? Anything going on today? Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
So, what is the most important day in human history? Christians know it is no contest. That morning when Jesus rose from the dead changed everything.
Jesus Christ isn't dead. He's alive from the grave, and he changes lives today.
But we all have friends and family who need to understand the power and the promise of the resurrection.
The world consistently gets wrong the identity of who Jesus Christ is, but God raised him from the dead.
Imagine your close friends coming to University Stadium Easter morning to hear Skip Heitzig and music from Ryan Stevenson. Well, invite them to this Easter celebration. This is the time when people are much more likely to accept your invitation. Sunrise service, 7:30 April 21st at University Stadium. This could be the most important day for them when they hear how Jesus can change their life.
If God can raise up a dead corpse from the dead, he can change your life today, guaranteed.
Information at EasterABQ.com.
A Star 88 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
The Bible says in 2 Peter 3:18, grow in spiritual strength and become better acquainted with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, how do I do that? How do I invest in the growth fund? By using some of my money to enhance my character. To enhance my character. Some of my money expresses worship. Some of my money encourages fellowship. Some of my money enhances my own personal character, enhances my own personal growth. The Bible says this, the earnings of the godly enhance their lives, but evil people squander their money on sin. Now, there's a zillion ways to waste your money instead of using it to grow. But God says, I want you to use some of your money to grow spiritually.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
Strangers in the night, and we will take you far, and we'll shoot across the stars, 'cause this is who we are. 'Cause this is who we are.
Back inside my head, you know this mission is impossible. Tell them we were dead, but me and Anthony unstoppable. Things are getting clearer like a brand new pair of opticals. Things are getting better, mediocre isn't optional. Lately been living like we the best. I'm trying to get up together and tell them that we up next. I'm dropping it like Obama did, falling out of his desk. And if you have a problem with it, then finish and let us flex.
'Cause we are strangers in the night, and we will take you far, and we'll shoot across the stars, 'cause this is who we are. This is who we are. 'Cause this is who we are. This is who we are.
You can go and tell me that I got it like I never did. I just need to tell myself that everything's irrelevant. I've been living under the pressure like it's an elephant. People come and pointing their pistols like it's a skeleton. Get it all the time, let me get it like it's mine. Whoa. I guess I got my feeling, I'm skrilling to hide my feelings and feeling like I was killing the million and all these dealings. You hoping I get my moment, I'm focused above the ceilings.
They can tell us where to go. Your love is all we need. We are set apart and free, and now we make our mark. 'Cause we are strangers in the night, and we will take you far, and we'll shoot across the stars. 'Cause this is who we are.
Ace and Brady. Star 88, good morning, 627.
High today of 85 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
So hot. Good morning. It got pretty warm yesterday, and
it did.
Got in the 80s. It's here, guys. Spring is here. Summer's here almost. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Good morning, Matt Gentry. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hey, buddy. Wow, you got that right.
Hey,
That's right. That's right.
Huh?
My producer told me it was Matt Gentry calling in. Yes.
How did he know?
Because I really don't have a producer.
Yeah.
I made it up.
Do you want to be our producer? Do you need a job?
Yeah, sure. I'll come in and produce for you guys.
Beautiful.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Beautiful. You have to stay in the other room, though.
We can pay you $9.75 an hour.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll be making more money than you guys?
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Well done. Well done.
Anyways, Matt has a very important question because he called my cell phone before the break, and I'm like, just call and ask this over the air because
Yeah, but I didn't want to be insensitive to what the format or whatever you guys got going on. That's all.
I appreciate that, but we don't do anything here. It's just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. I mean, come on. Actually, it's very produced. It's very produced. This is a very produced show.
My pants don't have a seat in it.
Yours don't?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Your pants came with the seat?
Yeah, man. Inflatable seat.
Wow.
Yeah, I can pull a cord and it just... Anyways.
That's pretty awesome.
What's going on, man? Throw out your question.
Well, so the question is, and Dex, some of the interpersonal communication courses I've been taking recently have really opened my mind up. And what's interesting is I just did a whole course on dealing with death. A friend of mine who I've known for 30 years texted me this morning. His brother died 3 days ago. He's 38 years old, or was 38. And we were texting back and forth. And I said, there was a lot of text going on. And I said in one of those texts, you'll be okay.
Okay.
That's the only thing he pulled out of that conversation. And he's all, oh, gee, thanks for being so sensitive. I'm a great friend. Please don't respond any further. So my question is, and that wasn't sensitive. I wasn't trying to be insensitive. But question is, should I call him later, reach out to him, you suggest, or should I just let him get through this and then have him reach out to me? I just don't know what to do because he obviously is very hurt.
Right. And immediately my thought was sometimes, especially in a situation like that, you said you guys have been friends for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to let him grieve. And sometimes when we're going through life situations like that, especially something as tragic as death, we don't always handle it the best, clearly. All right. And so because of that, like our emotions are running high, we take things funny. And I know for me, I've had to be okay with, like, as stupid as it sounds, not to equate it to that at all. I've been like going back and forth on the live line with this listener because they said something that like really frustrated me. And I finally just had to go, hey, you know what? It's okay that we're not seeing eye to eye right now. I'm just going to walk away.
Wow.
Because
good for you.
Because you can't force somebody to see things from your perspective. And I know you, so I know you weren't trying to be insensitive, but clearly they took it that way in that moment because they're going through the grieving process. Mm-hmm. And so I would actually say, I think for now, you allow them to like get through this and then go back to them. Like, I wouldn't say let it be like that forever. However, sometimes people just need to breathe. They need to, like, reflect on it for a moment and maybe come back to it later because, and then maybe at that point they'll see, like, oh, he wasn't being insensitive. He was trying to be a friend and be there for me. And I just took it this way because, well, I lost my family member 3 days ago.
Yeah, they're very sensitive right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the last thing you want to do is to dig yourself a hole and say something.
Exactly.
Say something else that, because they are super sensitive. So I would say, I'd like what Steve said. Just give them some space. And I think it's just important to, especially with death, is I think the best way to handle it is just don't say anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the only thing you say is, I love you, and I'm right here.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Trish says, yeah, he's probably just in a grieving stage, and although you meant well through your text, he probably read it and took it out of context. You just got to give him time. And which is frustrating because it's like, oh, I want to solve this now, but I'm learning the older I get, like more and more, things take time, and unfortunately we can't just fix it all instantaneously and make people see it from our vantage point.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I get, yeah, that's good. I broke my own rule, too. My rule of don't react, but think how you're going to reply kind of mentality.
Yeah.
I just woke up. I was getting ready for work. It was the stupidest thing. In the midst of all that distraction, to be able to be in a conversation with that kind of topic was insensitive on my part. I wasn't focused at all.
Yeah.
But that's good counsel. I appreciate it. That helps a lot.
Yeah,
man.
You betcha. This might be the most mature phone call we've ever received from Matt Gentry.
Well, I mean,
it's very mature.
Yeah.
Very,
it's because the sun isn't up yet.
The college has changed you, man. I don't even
Yeah.
know who you are anymore.
Well, he got serious. He's getting a degree. He put childish things to bed, like comic books in the WWE.
That's right, man. That's
Yep.
right.
You're just a serious man now.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yep. Don't
Love you,
take that
dude.
wrong. We love you.
You'll be okay.
I love you too. Bye. I know. Oh, thanks, John. Appreciate
Okay,
that.
bye. Yeah. The more I'm sitting here thinking about it, you'll be okay is the last thing you want to tell somebody. No. I mean, yes, they're going to be okay. And they probably even know that they're going to be okay. But
I just usually start singing Mariah Carey. You know? Because love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much.
Oh.
You know? That's a different kind of song.
I'm sitting there going
Maybe
through all the
don't
Mariah
sing
Carey
that.
songs, and there's Dream Lover, there's...
That's the first song you thought of?
Yeah.
Why isn't Hero one of the first ones
Hero.
you thought of?
Come on.
There's a hero. No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fine.
Yeah, we got to be careful on how we respond. And I like what Matt said. You know, sometimes you should just stop and not respond and really think about your words. And
Trish says, I always just say, I'm so sorry. I know this must be a hard time for you and your family. If you guys need anything at all, please just let me know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of texting.
Mm.
Like, I really am not in general at all. Because you don't hear tone, inflection. You don't know what somebody's trying to convey. And man, I can't tell you how many arguments I've got into over the way that somebody words a text or the way that I word a text. And then because of that, now it's like, oh, there's animosity, which is, it's never meant
That's
that way.
That's something I need to get better at because I'm one of those that prefers to text and then it always gets lost in translation. And I hate that. But then the whole talking on the phone, I get anxiety and oh my gosh, nobody's there when you pick up and then you feel alone. It's awful. That feeling of just being alone. I think for me, it's just good to know that somebody's there or people are there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That sucks. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Yeah.
Life is hard. It really is. It's so hard. I was over at the Myers over the weekend, and Adam was there. I hadn't talked to Adam in a while. Adam Apodaca.
Yeah.
And, you know, that guy, I start drooling when he talks because most of the things he says, I'm not smart enough to comprehend. So I was standing next to him, and I brought up heaven. I don't know why, but I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to throw out this heaven question. Remember when we were talking about our little Bible camp hour and we had all those really fun heaven topics? Are we going to wear robes in heaven or all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So I brought up heaven and the concept of wearing a robe in heaven just to see what Adam would say. And I think I was drooling at one point because Adam just went on this, and it was a great conversation. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. But
he took it seriously.
Well, yeah, and his mind was blown, and he just goes, I don't know. This question has been just rocking my world lately. And I'm like, oh, really? And then he just went off, and my gosh, I've been thinking about that conversation past few days, just going, oh my gosh, man. He unlocked things in my brain that I didn't even know could be unlocked. He was crazy.
Yeah.
I love that guy. Why was I talking about this? Why did we?
That's such a great question.
Oh, well.
You'll be okay.
Thanks, man. Started drooling again.
Oh, man.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Hey,
good
guys.
morning. The topic is, what did you say to offend your friend?
How about this one? Recently, our mayor said something, and everyone's taken offense to it this last week.
The mayor?
Yeah.
What'd the mayor do?
Dude, recently, did you see that the mayor announced that crime was down in Albuquerque?
Oh, yeah. That was an April Fool's joke. Come on. Oh, sorry. That was an April Fool's joke, wasn't it?
I'm still laughing. Every time there's like a crime now on the news, this is everybody's reply. But the mayor said crime was down. Tragically, did you see in the last week? This is dated because there have been 2 more.
Oh, my gosh.
10 bodies.
And see, it's almost like if you say that out
Yeah,
loud,
stop saying
then all the
things.
criminals are go, oh, it's down?
Oh, it's down?
Oh, we need to do a better job.
We've got work to do.
We're not doing our job. Gosh, that's awful. I know, right?
At least 10 bodies.
Oh.
There's been an officer-involved shooting. There's
No.
been like, stop talking, mayor.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, I just want you guys to know, we're doing a really good job. Crime is down. And then it was like the most horrific week in the news I've ever seen.
See, what he's got to do is go on and say, hey, crime is the worst it's ever been.
Oh, and
then
people are
crime's
like,
going to go, we can just kind of
let's take some time off.
We can take a vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
It's been tragically hilarious to see like all of the comments on all the news outlets basically using that phrase.
Yeah.
But the mayor said crime was down.
But you said
you told us.
You said crime was down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been horrible. We need to pray for the city. We also need comedians who trash our city to stay out like your bro.
That's what I was gonna say too. Was Chris D'Elia, comedian who came to town?
Yeah.
He of course trashed Albuquerque. I love reading the comments because it's kind of mixed. Because you have a lot of people from Albuquerque that are going, "Yeah, you don't say. Our city is terrible," and then on the other hand, you have the natives that are going, "You don't ever come back."
That's
then.
how. And the funny thing, like,
our city's beautiful.
You know
we love
me.
it.
We've always loved it, and I immediately was just offended. Like, nope, I don't like you anymore.
See,
I love my city.
But I trash Albuquerque on a daily basis.
Yes, you do.
All right?
You're that guy. You need to leave.
It doesn't bother me. If
You
you
need to
don't
leave.
like it, you don't like it. It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, comparing us to
Maybe you had a
Jacksonville?
bad
Have you ever
experience.
been to Jacksonville?
I heard that somebody said at the show that there was a few people. Well, I guess that just comes with any show as a comedian, but I guess there was some people heckling him and stuff. I don't know.
Really?
Maybe that's why.
He said the crowd was amazing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he said Albuquerque crowds are awesome. But, yeah, just the city is a dump.
All right, we got to take a break, guys. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Here's Chris Hodges with a challenge to live a reproducing spiritual life.
Some people say, I don't know. I've heard that God's kind of already got all this played out. And that, by the way, in my opinion, and I'll prove it to you biblically, that's doctrinal error. That's doctrinal error. To say that God has written a script and he kind of picked people to go to heaven and he picked a bunch to go to hell and he picked a lot of good things to happen and he picked all the rapes and the bad things to happen. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. God is sovereign. He knows what's going on. But he has left it up to us, and that's why the Bible says that the Lord is not slow in his return. He says, I'm coming back one day. That's my promise. I'm coming back one day. But the reason why I'm not coming back is I am patient, not wanting anyone to perish. But say this next word out loud, every voice, but. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's just do it a little bit better. But, yeah, everyone to come to repent. I don't want anyone to not get saved. The only reason I haven't come back yet is in the hopes that somebody else might respond.
That's Chris Hodges and a Star 88 PowerPoint.
useless words, never realized. Come on and watch me catch fire. To the ground and work as hard as you can. That's how this world works. See, nothing's for free, not even for me. Just gotta believe, might take sleepless nights, a few endless days, but baby, that's how we all get paid. If you don't move on, all there'll ever be is dreams, useless words, never realized. I wanna watch you catch fire.
You know this, Steve-O, but that's Stephen Christian, formerly of the band Anberlin, and he had a side project called Anchor and Braille, and they were very successful. Yes, very successful. Anchor and Braille. Look them up. Very, very, very melodic. And rest in peace. 646.
Today of 85.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Kirstjen Nielsen is the biggest name among top Homeland Security officials on their way out as President Trump ordered an overhaul of the embattled agency.
Actress Felicity Huffman and other parents pleading guilty for their part in the college admissions cheating scandal.
On a statement, Felicity says she is ashamed.
Federal prosecutors say a man inspired by ISIS planned to drive a U-Haul into a crowd near D.C.
The president designating the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps a foreign terrorist group.
A Chinese woman accused of trying to con her way into President Trump's Mar-a-Lago club appeared in federal court.
Attorney Michael Avenatti playing his brand of hardball with Nike, accusing the athletic giant of bribing over 100 college basketball players.
Rebound into the hands of Hunter. And Virginia with the all-time turnaround title.
An overtime thriller over Texas Tech. 85-77.
Yeah, I know you probably didn't watch any of the, speeches or anything.
No.
But Virginia's coach, Tony Bennett, he credits Rocky, a Rocky poster, and a song that we play right here on Star 88 for the reason they won the championship. Did you hear about this?
What?
Bernard Merrill present the championship trophy to the University of Virginia. Congratulations, coach and team.
I
don't know if all these guys will remember this, but when they come into my office, I got a poster of Rocky on the steps. And I told them, I said, I just want a chance at a title fight one day. That's all we want. And these guys came to fight in this title, and now we're the champs. And I'm so thankful because this is a great story. I played a song for them today called Hills and Valleys by Torrin Wells, and it just means that you're never alone in the hills or the valleys. And we faced those from last year to this year, but the credit goes to these young men, and I can't wait to celebrate with my wife and my kids and my parents, and I do want to thank the Lord and my Savior.
Wow.
There's the formula. Your Rocky poster and Torrin Wells, Hills and Valleys.
On the mountains I will bow my life to the one who set me there. In the valley I will lift my eyes.
There you go. You got to bring that Rocky poster in, have everybody on the team touch that poster, and then Torrin Wells in the background. That's the formula if you want to win the NCAA championship. Can you imagine if you weren't into Torrin Wells and then your coach comes in and starts playing this song?
On the mountains I will bow my life to the
I mean, it's a great song. I love that song. But, I mean, what if you're into heavy metal? Or what if you're into opera? Maybe Torrin Wells doesn't do it for you. You know?
On the mountains I will bow my life to the one who set me there.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Giving glory to God.
Yeah.
Well,
that was the audit. I was like, who do we play that he's going to? And then he started talking. I was like, it's going to be something like, I immediately thought of like
Mercy
a Crowder
Me
song.
Or Crowder.
Like, yeah. Or, why am I blanking on
NF.
his name? Zach Williams.
Yeah, Zach
Nah, man.
Williams. Yeah.
It's because we're chain breakers, man.
Yeah, just chamber.
You got chains?
We'll break them chains.
He's a wave maker. What? That's really what I thought it was going to be. And it was like, oh, that's random. It's like, I was just bumping some 21 Pilots in my office. I told the guys.
Hey, good morning. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning. Go ahead. Hey, that Anchor and Braille song, is he saying, I want to watch you bathe?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's
It's from the perspective of David on the rooftop. It's very biblical.
Okay.
No,
right. Hey,
that's
I got a
not
poem
what
I wrote.
Oh, great.
Wait,
All
you got a poem?
Okay.
Wait, who is this?
What month is this? It's April. Are
you
you
guys
allowed
back?
to write poems in April?
Are you back? Did you and Kay make it back?
Oh, man.
Oh, come on. You didn't even come in and say hi.
Oh, wow.
You got back at 8:30. I was in bed.
cocoon.
I was in bed.
It was 9 o'clock when we got home.
Yeah, and I was in bed. You could have came in and
No, you know,
tucked
the
me in,
dogs,
but you
the
didn't.
dogs are barking, going nuts. The TV's loud because Jake's watching the NCAA final.
Yeah, I heard him.
No, you couldn't step out and say, hey. That's all you had to do.
Well, I would have been in my underwear.
My wouldn't be the first time.
That's true.
Y'all
is
are
true.
weird, man. It just got weird.
Anyways, I'm glad you guys made it home.
I want to watch you bathe. So I got a poem I wrote.
Song's called Burn. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Jesus wept. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Hey.
Bill Peterson, everybody. Peterson's Kay and Bill, they went on a little vacation to Phoenix, Arizona. I can't imagine going on vacation with Kay and Bill because I feel like I would be so exhausted afterwards.
Yeah.
Because the pictures they post, I don't know. It just seems like they are just constantly kind of traveling around.
Yeah.
You sightseeing. When I go on a vacation, that's the last thing I want to do is go sightseeing, you know, because you get back from vacation and you're, I've been driving everywhere. I've been walking everywhere.
I'm not going to lie. I truly prayed for them because I was so nervous they were going to die.
What? Oh, because they went to the Grand Canyon.
I'm not even joking. I actually, in real life, had anxiety over that.
I did too.
Because they were like, we're going to the Grand Canyon. I was like, dude, please don't.
Yeah, because if anybody is going to die,
it's Kay Peterson with her stupid selfies.
I was going to say Bill because, he does the same thing.
The selfies. 3 people in 8 days, man.
Ugh.
3 people died in 8 days at the Grand Canyon.
That's terrible.
And they're all old like the Petersons because they're trying to catch selfies.
Are you sure, though, it's not are they investigating these situations? Because what if it's a husband and wife and it's like,
stop it.
I'm just saying. Is there footage of this? Because I don't know. I feel like there should be an investigation.
One person tripped, lost their balance, stepped on a.
I don't understand.
And plunged 700 feet.
So, okay. At the Grand Canyon, it's probably kind of like when you go snowboarding or skiing up on the mountain. There's probably signs everywhere that say, do not go past this point, right?
Right.
But then do you think people just, I got to get the perfect shot?
Maybe.
And then they're clumsy?
There's no railings in certain areas. And that to me is the craziest, like...
See, that's where President Trump needs to step up and put
my toes are
put a wall
tingling.
around the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
That's what needs to happen. We need railings all around.
So many of the deaths, honestly, reading about them, there have been 64 fatal falls recorded at the Grand Canyon. 49 dudes, 15 females. And most of them involve someone going around a guardrail to get closer to the edge.
Do you think it's suicide?
No, trying to get a perfect shot. People are trying to get a better picture. And a few of them actually accidentally driving off the rim.
Like Thelma and Louise? What do you mean? Like just...
Yes. Well, yeah, but not on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
Thelma and Louise they were on
Wait
purpose.
a second, but how do you do that?
Because there's no guardrail. Maybe it looks like it's just I don't know.
Are they... So people are not on the road? Or the road just goes directly to the edge of the cliff?
Dude, yeah. So heat-related deaths, drowning, actually, during rafting trips along the river down below. Accidental falls, but yeah, they about 12 every year at the park.
Wow.
Nope, see? So, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I can't, I don't even want to read anymore. Anyways, I was actually really worried for them because it was like, we're going to Grand Canyon. I'm like, I just read this article and there have been 3 deaths in the last 8 days. Yeah.
Wonder if there's some sort of safety vest that somebody could invent.
It's got a parachute?
It's like a parachute. Well, because I know a lot of times these falls, I mean, you probably wouldn't even have time to pull a parachute if you fell off. But is there something that somebody can invent that you, in case this happens, because they invented for surfers, if surfers get caught in a big wave, there's an actual like vest or suit that they wear now that it's a flotation device that gets them back up if they hit their head on coral or a rock or something. It'll take them to the surface. There's got to be something that you could invent for these idiots that...
Well, see, Sean says that one particular parking lot for like good sunrise pictures, there's no railing separating the cliff from the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
So
and it's just a
you
drop?
Could just
Wow.
700 feet. So people accidentally,
Yeah, I guess you're just not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Get somebody that's clumsy. Oh, it's too bad. But I definitely would like to investigate. Okay, what's the ages of these people that are falling?
This last dude was 40. So my age. So it's not like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't, it's all ages. So
You guys
it's
don't
not
need to
just
go to the
old
Grand
people.
Canyon.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need
Never
it.
going. I will never go to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
guys.
unless I'm just driving through, which I've never had to drive through.
You don't just drive through there because it's usually like an hour out of the way.
Yeah. See, then I'll never go either.
Yeah.
Unless somebody makes me, I guess. But
yeah, 40-year-old Colorado man tripped and lost his balance.
Oh my gosh!
As he stepped on a crack and just 700 feet.
700 feet.
Yeah.
What is that? Will you find out how many stories that is?
Okay.
Because if I fall, I want to die on impact. I think the worst thing would be to fall 700 feet and then not die.
10 feet equals 1 story.
Okay, that is really high then. That's pretty high.
70 stories.
Yeah, you did.
Well, duh.
You did.
You probably, I mean, if anything, don't they say that like a heart attack or you black out before you even...
No way. Really? They say that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good morning. I got to get to the story about these kids who saved this woman who was going to jump off a bridge to commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
I got to share that when we come back. You guys can chime in. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Thanks to High Desert Hospice in Albuquerque and Las Cruces for supporting Star 88. High Desert Hospice provides in-home hospice nurses, aides, homemakers, pastoral care, social workers, volunteers, dietary and counseling services, treatment of pain and symptoms related to life-limiting diagnosis, and 24-hour continuous home care during periods of crisis requiring skilled nursing care. High Desert Hospice, a Star 88 power partner with offices in Albuquerque and now Las Cruces. Online at highdeserthospice.care.
This week on Connect with Skip Heitzig, Skip reminds you that no matter how you worship God, He deserves your best.
I know we're all wired different. I know that some are more expressive than others. I'm just saying whoever you are and whatever your makeup is, please give your all to God. And if you are flatline and catatonic by nature, then give all of that to God. But give Him your all.
Connect with Skip Heitzig every day this week as he continues his series, Church. Who Needs It?
Make an appointment for Skip Heitzig weekdays at 8 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
Here's Skip Heitzig with a word about Calvary College.
I'm thrilled to invite you to take your life's purpose to a whole new level with a degree in biblical studies from Calvary College. We have retooled our School of Ministry into an associate degree program, and it all happens right here on campus. Calvary College instructors are theologians who are passionate about the text of the Bible. And our curriculum trains students to study the Bible academically, think about it critically, and serve God practically. Classes are evening only, and you have the option to attend full or part-time. If you've always wanted to learn more about God and His Word in an academic environment, visit calvaryabq.college. Applications for the upcoming academic year are due by August 16th.
Get more information about Calvary College at calvaryabq.college. That's calvaryabq.college.
This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Only time you ever called me is when you feeling like don't nobody else wanna listen. When's the last time you saw me? You probably don't remember that, cause that was back when you were different. I don't wanna hear the sorries. I'm tired of all the talking, to be honest. I would rather see it different. Yeah, you passed me in the hallway, but you ain't said a word to me. Lately all I ever feel is this, and you don't care that you lost me. What's wrong with you? Had a picture of you sitting on the dash in the car with me. Now it's in my closet with the other one sitting in the box. I don't wanna open up, you took it off from me. Told me you would die for me.
step up your game. Oh, NF. I just want to know.
Yeah, man.
It's on Star 88. Sorry, giving Steve a little pep talk.
Yeah, I need it. I'm a man.
7:04.
High today of 85 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
The best. Good morning. Welcome to the program, everybody. What's going on? Just reading about what your pastor's sneakers say about their theology.
Oh.
It's a great read.
Thanks, relevant.
Not
so relevant. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Phone lines are open if you'd like to call in. It's 505-338-3700. We got a live line you can text in. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. It's 505-585-5483.
What was that? Why did I hit that button?
I mean, I don't know.
I hit that button right there. All right, I got to share this story. We were just talking about people falling the Grand Canyon. I'm wondering, okay, well, how many of those people actually, was it an accident? Did they get pushed by their spouse? Or was it they wanted to commit suicide? Because, that's something that's
plaguing our culture right now.
You know, you live in these big cities and stuff, and you see even here in Albuquerque, we don't have any big bridges or anything, but occasionally you'll get somebody that'll stand up over an overpass, and they're ready to jump down into traffic.
It just got really dark.
Yeah, I know, but that's the reality, man. That's it. And it's in these big cities.
Yeah.
These bridges are so high up down to the water that you jump off and it's like hitting cement, which is weird.
Right.
When you hit water, but you're going so fast.
How does that work in movies then? Because, you know, like the superhero's fighting on an airplane and he falls off into the water and he lives.
They're trained to perfectly, I mean, if you can perfectly stand straight with your toes tipped, pointed down, you won't die.
That's a lie.
Okay, you're right. I made it up.
Okay.
Well, there was a 47-year-old woman in Fresno, California. She was about to jump off a bridge this last Thursday. But luckily, 12 members of a middle school volleyball team were jogging by and saw her. There it is, right there. There it is. They were about 50 yards away when they saw her climb over the railing, okay? Now, these are middle school kids. See this girl climb over a railing. So they ran back to get their coach and had him call 911. The coach told them, you kids run back to the bridge and then try to distract her. By then, this woman was actually dangling from the bridge. She was holding on with one hand. Oh my gosh. So these kids, they all started chanting, "Stop, your life is worth it." And they kept talking to her for another 10 minutes. Well, she eventually managed to pull herself back up. The police showed up. They put her on a 72-hour hold and got her some help. And the coach says she must have heard the kids yelling and couldn't bring herself to do it while they were watching. So that's probably the only reason why she didn't jump.
Oh my
gosh. So it was because of these middle school kids, these 12 middle school kids.
That's incredible.
Right? Gosh, man. Selfless right there. These kids saw somebody.
Volleyball team jogging by.
Yeah. They saw if something doesn't look right, what do you do, Steve-O?
Say something.
You see something, you say something.
Mm-hmm.
These kids saw something that they normally didn't see. You know, there's probably signs all over the bridge that say, do not, cross over. Don't. So they knew that this woman had no business being over on the ledge. I love that, man. This woman's alive because of these kids. They did something. They reacted.
I'll tell you what, man. Ever since we interviewed KB last year at Harvest America, I've really been more attentive to my surroundings because he seriously convicted me with the idea that we live in he called it the 911 culture that we live in. And it was the idea that if we see something crazy, we usually brush it off with the mentality that, someone will call 911.
Right.
And how we have to be that somebody. We have to take action. We've got to take an active role and get involved in whatever it is around us, because maybe God put us in that situation for that time, in that moment, for a reason. And it really affected me because I've always been that guy. Like, somebody's on the side of the road. Somebody will pull over.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, just different situations like that. Somebody will take care of it. Somebody will. And maybe we're supposed to be that somebody.
We're too busy. I got to get to work, or I don't have time. Somebody will take care of it.
So shout out to these volleyball
it's middle
players,
school kids, man.
Yeah, I'm shocked. This is crazy.
Yeah, here they are right here talking about it.
She was like one hand and like feet hanging already.
They told me there was a lady trying to jump off the bridge. All 12 of them screaming, call 911, call 911. I immediately told the kids, do everything you can. Chant, say stop, your life is worth it, and they just kept on chanting.
We were up there for like 10 minutes trying to distract her. We were like, stop and stuff, like, it's not worth it.
We contacted her, found out that she was actually trying to commit suicide.
I'm just glad that the kids didn't actually try to go over and
mock her.
Well, no, well, that too, but also like climb over and try and grab her and bring her to safety, because that could have turned out really bad.
Yeah, I remember the Starmy chimed in and said, this is an incredible story. Suicide awareness training tells us that a high percentage of people will not jump or, commit suicide if they're just distracted for a short period of time in that moment.
No kidding.
Maybe it just catches your mind and you have a moment to like think about things.
Yeah, right.
So, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What a great story.
Yep. As you go about your day, just make sure you're looking around. And I always try to do that, especially when I'm going to the grocery store, I'm in a parking lot or something. I'm always kind of just looking around to make sure everything's okay. And
is that because you don't want people to steal your car?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
No, I've had people close to me that have gotten mugged in parking lots, especially older ladies.
Oh yeah,
it's
we
very
need to
common.
be aware. Yeah.
So yeah, always on the lookout for stuff like that, and and especially if something does happen, you want to be the witness that can help put that person away if need be. So especially with accidents and stuff, and like that's another big thing. How many people see an accident and just keep driving? You know, they don't pull over and help out. So you guys be careful today. Our city is in bad shape. It's in bad shape, Mayor. Okay?
It's still our city, bro.
It's our city, and we're going to take it back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you bring the spandex?
Yes.
Going to dress up like superheroes?
Yes.
We're just going to...
Why spandex, though? Is it to show off the muscles? Is that...
That's a good question.
Is that why?
Yeah, I have wondered that. I don't know. Would we need spandex to be superheroes? Thor doesn't wear spandex.
You know what? Spandex is nice because it's almost like you're not wearing any clothes.
And so you're really
very
limited.
flexible.
Yeah, your mobility's good.
Mobility's really good. Because, if you're wearing baggy clothes, it can slow you down. So I get it. But the cape thing confuses me because I feel like that would...
It's for the
get caught on things.
Aerodynamics.
It could get caught on things, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Why does that never happen in superhero movies?
Cape get caught.
Yeah. Why isn't the cape in bad shape?
It's in Incredibles. I mean, they tell you no capes for a reason.
I guess, yeah,
so.
that's true. Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
It's Adam.
Adam!
How you guys doing?
Oh, I'm still drooling over our conversation we had over at the Myers.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you played me over there.
What do you mean I played you?
You played me like a fiddle. I heard about your your tactic in that game we were playing.
Oh.
Dex Mayhem Toss, I guess, is your new name.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Because it's funny. Yeah. So I hadn't been over to one of these get-togethers in a long time because, I don't know, it was probably it was over a year ago or something that I went over to the Apodakas for game night. It was about a year and a half ago, and they started playing this game called Fishbowl. And you played Fishbowl? It's fun.
I've never even heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Fishbowl's fun.
You need to get out more, Steve-O.
I mean,
he works a lot.
I know. I was gonna say I work 7 days a week right now, so I wanted to go to the game night, but I was working, so
Yeah, well, I hadn't been
we need
over.
part-timers badly.
I hadn't been over to one of these get-togethers in a long time, and so the Myers said they were holding one of these game nights again, and so sure enough, I showed up, and there's the Apodakas and all these people I hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, I
and
get it. Stop rubbing it in.
it was great to see everybody. It was so great. But yeah, we started playing Fishbowl, and I remember Adam used to get so mad because if you don't follow the rules, Adam freaks out.
Yeah,
Steve-O's like this too. He's just like you, Adam,
in gaming.
Yeah, so I knew that, and I purposely was messing the game up because you have to come up with 3 nouns. That's the thing. You have to write down 3 nouns, and put them in a bowl, and then but I put in a proper noun.
Oh my gosh.
And Adam was losing his mind. There was people. Actually, I think other people were messing with you too, because other people were putting in
no.
two word. You can't put 2 words in. It can only be 1 word.
I was gonna say, how many people were messing, and then how many people, like at the beginning, Adam? Next time, what we do is we go, okay, guys,
explain a noun.
Yes, it's a noun.
It's a person, place, or thing.
Yes. And here we go, and then you explain what a noun is, because let's be real, APS, dog.
Right, and proper noun is actually when you're being more specific with a noun, like the name of a building.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Do your kids go to APS?
That was good. No, I mean, here's the thing, man.
Let's be real.
Dex plays my competitive edge. You know, I do like competing. It's fun when you kind of get. I can't have fun unless I'm competing.
Amen.
If I disengage, then it's boring. You know.
Yep. Amen.
And but then I got shunned and I got shamed for being competitive.
Oh man! See,
then
I
find out that Dex played me. Wow. And I was like, oh, man, touche. That was good. That was good, Dex.
Well, I was having a good time. I ate too many chips is what happened, and I just wasn't feeling very good.
Yeah. A little too much corn will do that to you.
Wait, what?
You know?
Did you say corn?
Yeah, corn,
Okay, I was just making sure you said corn. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to call in and just kind of hound you a bit. But that was good, man. I hadn't been played like that before, so... Now I know. Now I'll be ready next time, Dex.
Now you know.
There is a next time.
There will be.
Steve-O, man, you gotta break out, dude.
Dude,
you gotta break out of that.
I'm not
that
even
streak,
being funny.
Or whatever's going on.
I'll tell everybody right now listening. If you're interested in radio, we sure could use some help. So I'm not even joking. I really do work 7 days a week right now. I really do.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying, like, you know, you gotta break out of this streak you're in, bro.
I know.
If you're as competitive as Dex says you are, then I think it'd be fun.
Oh, I know.
Because then maybe you would look like the fool and not me, you know?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like you and I would have to be on the same team because,
that's the thing though. This game night, Adam. We're all a bunch of friends trying to have a good time. You can't be competitive over these things.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You get so bad.
Life is a competition. I'm with you.
I mean, I get it. I think maybe I could dial it down a couple notches, but
no,
I mean,
bro.
it's fun. I'm really not getting mad. Like, I know I kind of have a personality that's a bit rigid, but I'm not really mad. I'm more of just, I don't know. I get caught up in the spirit, you know?
Yeah, you're more frustrated.
The spirit of the Lord, that is.
The spirit of the Lord.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm one of God's boys. I don't know if you guys do that.
Amen. Amen.
All right, Adam. Well, it's good seeing you, buddy.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, guys.
All right.
Later.
I need to play games with that dude.
Yeah,
because I care too. I care so much about, like, when we're playing games or something. If you don't follow the rules, oh man.
Yeah, I got teamed up with Matt Gentry, and it was the worst. It was the worst.
Tell me this game.
All right, so what happens is you got to get a group of people, and then they write down
3 nouns.
Well, you set it up to where you find your partner,
okay,
and then you have to sit in a certain area. Like they even put you
the kind of
across from your person.
Got it.
So everybody writes down 3 nouns and then puts it in a bowl,
okay,
a fish bowl. And then each team, when the first team starts, you pull out a word.
And the word is gobstopper.
You basically have to try to describe it,
okay,
without saying the word.
It's candy.
Exactly.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm. So when your person answers it correctly, you throw it down, and then you pull out another one.
That's it.
And you have, I think it's 30 seconds. Each team has 30 seconds. And so the end of the round, when all of the nouns are pulled out, You calculate who has the most words. Then you go on to round 2, which is you put all of them back in. No, you put all the same words back in. So you kind of have to pay attention to the words. And you can't now you have to, you can only draw it. You can't say anything.
Okay. Oh, man, I would crush this game.
So then you do the same thing. After that round's over, then you go to the final. The third round is you can only say one word about that word.
Okay.
So hopefully you've been paying
that's
attention.
fun.
You can remember all the words.
You just gave us all a party game, and that's cool. It's called Fishbowl?
Fishbowl.
All right.
It's called Fishbowl.
I like that.
It's a lot of fun.
Dang it. Adam and I are going to be on a team next time.
See, I was...
Who was on his team?
Last time I did it, I was on Adam's team, and actually we were really good, and it was fun because it was... Adam wants to win, so he's super competitive.
Oh, yeah.
But he's just constantly calling people out like, oh my gosh, you didn't get it in time. The buzzer rang.
Dude,
and it was like,
no,
people,
I'm that person.
It's actually
I'm that
kind
person.
of, he does make it more fun because he gets so worked up.
It's real.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Kim, speaking of competitive, Kim said, hey, how did it go at the escape room, Steve-O, with Britt and Seth? How do you think it went? They had me.
Oh, you got out. You MacGyvered out.
Yeah, of course. Of course we got. I was so intense. Like, from the word go. Like, we got locked in this room, and it's like, oh, it's go time. Like, and we, of course.
And you got out.
Of course we did.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. No, I'm so competitive when it comes to anything and everything like that. So, we had to get out. I couldn't be the person that was like, no, sorry, we didn't make it, because if I'm on the team, we're gonna make it out.
That's right.
We have to.
Yep.
I don't lose at games.
They actually, Steve-O started a fire in the room, and they actually let him out, and they won.
I was like, boom!
We out!
I fooled you, you fool!
Can you imagine? You make a bet with somebody. I bet
Just
we can
like,
get
I've
out
been doing
in
it out.
under a minute. And they're like, no way. And then you start
Light
a
that
fire.
bed on fire. Legally, they have to let us out.
Exactly. All right, we got to take a quick break, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the show. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM. If you'd like to watch, hang out, chime in, we'll be right back. Hang out.
Mark 10:9 says, therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Star 88 wants to thank John Thomas Jewelers for becoming a power partner. John Thomas Jewelers carries a collection of anniversary bands, engagement rings, pendants, earrings, loose diamonds, and are known for their custom creations. Located at 2440 Louisiana Boulevard Northeast on the 3rd floor of the Lewis University building. Information at 505-342-9200. That's 505-342-9200. Thank you, John Thomas Jewelers, for supporting Star 88.
The cross is the greatest demonstration of God's love. It was the sacrificial death of Jesus on the cross, his shed blood, that allows people a path to forgiveness. But why blood? Why is something that most people consider gruesome so prominent in the Bible?
We don't like to admit that we are so bad that God would have to shed the blood of his son to cover our sin and get us to heaven.
There is a blood-stained path through the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and it leads to the cross.
The Bible says, without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sins.
We want to invite you to follow along the path of redemption by sending you Skip Heitzig's new book, Bloodline, tracing God's rescue mission from Eden to eternity. We'll send you a copy of Bloodline as a thank you when you call or go online to give a gift today to help expand the Bible teaching outreach of Skip Heitzig. To give online securely, visit connectwithskip.com/offer or call 800-922-1888.
This week on Connect with Skip Heitzig, Skip reminds you that no matter how you worship God, he deserves your best.
I know we're all wired different. I know that some are more expressive than others. I'm just saying, whoever you are and whatever your makeup is, please give your all to God. And if you are flatline and catatonic by nature, then give all of that to God. But give him your all.
Connect with Skip Heitzig every day this week as he continues his series, Church Who Needs It.
Make an appointment for Skip Heitzig weekdays at 8 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
I'm taking over my body, back in control, no more shoddy. I bet a lot of me was lost, T's and crossing I's and dotted. I fought it a lot, and it seems a lot like flesh is all I got. Not anymore, flesh out the door, swat. I must have forgot, you can't trust me. I'm open a moment and close when you show it before you know it, I'm lost at sea. And now that I write and think about it and the story unfolds, you should take my life, you should take my soul. introspective beat. It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it? Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat. Lean with it, rock with it, when we gonna stop with it? Lyrics that mean nothing, we were gifted with thought. Is it time to move our feet to an introspective beat? It ain't the speakers that bump hearts, it's our hearts that make the beat.
Twenty-One Pilots holding on to you. It's Star 88,
Just hold on to him.
727.
Just hold on to him.
Hold
guys.
on to him, man.
For one more day.
Mm-hmm.
Hi to Dave, 85 degrees.
Good morning. It's the Morning Invasion.
Hello. Hello. And hello.
Hi. Hey, hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to the show. We got a big one for you on a Tuesday.
Right.
Is Tamer coming in? Do we really have a big show? Did I just lie to them? I can't. I'm not a liar.
What are you
man.
saying? If she doesn't come in, it's not a big show? Or?
I mean, it's a almost large show. It's like a medium plus.
Right.
So, but it's not the biggest show, you know.
Gotcha. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's coming in. She never texted that she wasn't. So
I mean, does she ever really
that's
text
true.
us?
That's
She's
true.
kind of the worst at communication. What?
We are live on YouTube. 8 FM. You can also go subscribe. We're on iTunes. Just search Morning Invasion. And we have an app you can download right to your smartphone. It's called Star 88 FM.
No
and you
kidding.
can stream us live. We have the on-demand feature.
Man, we're going for it.
That's right. That's
Oh, it's
right.
like almost like a real job.
Coming at you. Coming at you live.
That's pretty great.
So thank you to everybody that subscribes, that
Mm-hmm.
podcasts the show, and we love you guys. You know, we just wouldn't be here without you. That's what you say.
Oh.
You have to thank the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Because we
Wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
here.
here without them.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel
But
like I
we?
would because I mean, I talk to myself regularly.
Yeah.
I'd still hang out with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'd still be here without them. We don't need them.
We don't even. That's true.
Audience of one, man. I'm just here for you.
Exactly. Audience of one.
You and Jesus.
Yep, that's it.
But really you.
No, we're just giving you a hard time. Of course, we wouldn't be here without you. Well, technically, we might be because it's non-commercial, it's non-com,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
we're educating people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we still need to have people that listen, and if they didn't.
In order to educate the people.
Yeah. But we don't get ratings, so we don't even know if technically.
If anybody's real.
Yeah.
Are these just bots?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But our audience is growing, especially our podcast numbers.
Yeah.
But it could be somebody in India that is.
Well, that we paid for.
Exactly.
Right. Like back when Mark Driscoll was writing books.
Or like KNKT. What?
Who needs real analytics when you can just buy them?
Exactly. My thoughts. Exactly. It's like Instagram. Everybody's using a service, or
I don't trust Instagram anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
I just don't.
You know how you find out if people actually have that many followers? Just go to one of their videos or pictures on Instagram and see how many views
Oh yeah, that's a
or
good idea.
likes one of their pictures has. Because if you see, okay, this person has 80,000 people following them, and then you go to one of their pictures from like 2 weeks ago, and 80 people viewed.
That means that's how many real people they have. Dang it, you're ruining things for me.
That means they paid to have fake accounts follow them. I know a lot. I kind of want to put people on blast.
Don't do it.
I want to. I know people that do that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That bums me out.
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with Instagram. For the last couple days, I've done Instagram Live with Brody, and they've been hilarious.
Oh, did you, the one from yesterday?
No, it didn't work.
Do you have it?
They haven't worked.
Did you go into your settings and make
no,
sure?
Just, I did, and it was like share, and I'm like, heck yeah, share.
Huh.
Nope.
It's not working, huh?
No. I even like tried installing the app, doing all the stupid things I'm supposed to do. Nothing.
Hey, look, we have one person listening, I think.
Oh, cool, man.
John from Cincinnati, go ahead.
Hey, how you guys doing out there, yo? We're out here just hanging out with the Bengals and stuff like that. Just it's a little summertime like, but you got 2.5 listeners.
I love how you're going with the bit.
2.5 listeners for sure.
Thanks, man.
I just want to tell Paris J, you have yourself a wonderful day. Okay,
right.
hey, yo.
All right.
You stay warm down there in the desert.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
What if he had something to really share?
He didn't have
But he
anything
went
to say.
along with your stupid bit.
I appreciate you guys going along with my bits.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes him feel like you're real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
It's incredible.
You know, you've been talking a lot about crime here in Albuquerque.
It's bad.
I'm going to play some clips here. It's
Okay.
a local story, and you have to try to guess what is on the attack here in Albuquerque, okay? What is breaking into people's homes, and what is terrorizing, well, I guess specifically this neighbor, okay? And you try to guess what is doing this, all right?
And in this northeast Albuquerque neighborhood, some people say they're really causing a mess.
Well, it's been very quiet all these 30 years. I've not had too much trouble at all. Great neighbors.
But Dennis Higgins isn't too keen on his newest neighbors.
I don't know how to say it on camera.
He said they first moved in a few years ago, and they leave behind presents. At first, he didn't know who or what
It's a pretty nasty business.
Was responsible.
And I kept seeing evidence that there was something back here. I couldn't figure out what it was until I saw my deer cams.
So he set up a motion detector infrared camera and caught them.
What do you think it is?
Did he say he didn't know what it was until he saw his beer cans?
Exactly. I love that he set up his infrared motion censored cameras.
Well, okay.
Because everybody has those lying around.
As someone who did not exclusively attend to APS, I'm going to have to use my deductive reasoning that I learned from the New Mexico Military Institute.
Oh, yes.
First of all, no need for infrared cameras if you're filming things during the day. So clearly, this is something nocturnal. Shiny metal things are also something that you can find in the trash. So, with those two things, nocturnal animal.
Okay.
And shiny metal things.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go with a trash panda.
A trash panda.
Also known as a raccoon.
Let's find out if Steve-O is correct.
And there were the raccoons.
Yeah! He said they were using the doggy door to enter his porch, then prying open the sealed dog food bin. He's since taken the food inside, but says his new neighbors have made it a habit to stop by every night.
They're pretty much on time, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're very loud.
And he's worried his uninvited guests may be hard to get rid of.
That worries me. That worries me. I don't want them in the house. I don't want them on the back porch. I don't want them on my roof.
New Mexico Game and Fish says the best thing you can do is keep that cat and dog food locked inside. They're also attracted to water, so any fountains or ponds could bring them by.
I want a
Trash
raccoon
panda.
so badly.
You want a raccoon?
Come here, you little trash panda. Yeah.
They're called trash pandas or the ring-tailed bandit. They're raccoons, and in this northeast Albuquerque neighborhood, some people say they're really causing a mess.
I'm so mad that the news called it a trash panda because now I can never use that because he just made it the uncoolest thing.
That's pretty insensitive.
They're called
Don't call
trash
them
pandas.
They don't appreciate
oh,
that.
Gosh, the news guy.
They're called trash pandas.
Trash pandas. If I ever become a news reporter, I'm going to talk. They call them trash pandas.
They're called trash pandas.
Trash pandas.
Dang it.
Yeah. And you know what? If you're around your computer, just Google image raccoon's hands, and you have to see a raccoon's hands because they're very human-like.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. Raccoon hands are so cool, man.
They really are.
They use their hands to unscrew things.
Here's
like
one
they're actually,
eating out of a Cracker
my
Jack
gosh.
box.
See, I want a raccoon, bro.
I almost hit one the other day. I was on Jefferson headed to work, and one of those trash pandas jumped out, and I almost hit him.
Trish says, my grandparents live in the mountains in Las Vegas, and their pests are bears. This guy's a baby.
Raccoons are mean, though. And you probably get rabies if you get bit. Look at those hands. Okay. They're very werewolf-like, aren't they? Oh, my gosh.
Somebody said, who still has a doggy door, especially one that doesn't lock? We actually have.
I had one for years.
We still do. We have a doggy door.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you have a doggy door if you have a dog?
Yeah, right?
Who still has a doggy door?
Yeah.
Dog owners? I have a doggy door.
Yeah, it's weird when you go over to someone's house and they don't have a
But they have
doggy
a dog.
door. Peterson's.
You're, like, you're
Peterson's.
the jerk that leaves them either in a kennel or in the backyard
And
all
then,
day.
they wonder
You
why they pee everywhere.
people.
Peterson's. They wonder why. 'Cause
Yeah,
no
Rocket's
doggy door.
the best,
Peterson's.
man.
Peterson's.
Here's the problem, though. My dog's name is Rocket Raccoon. What if I got an actual raccoon? What would I name him?
That's a good question.
I named the dog Raccoon. I can't name the raccoon. I'd name him DOG.
DOG?
Yeah, DOG.
DOG?
Yeah, DOG.
Dog?
No,
DOG?
Well, but his name would be DOG.
Oh.
Yo, this is my dog, Rocket Raccoon, and my raccoon, DOG.
I feel like that's a great name for a dog. DOG? This is my dog, DOG.
Yeah, DOG.
You know, DOG.
So, this is really weird, but when I worked at, I've never told this story.
What?
When I worked at Kiwanis Broadcast Corporation, it was a Native American radio station. I was the engineer for National Native News and Native America Calling, both nationally syndicated shows. Total brag. There was a Native American comic artist / writer, and it was like the first ever Native American comic book.
Okay.
One. I was actually a character in said comic book after we met and hung out.
What?
I know.
What was your character?
But that has
DOG?
nothing to do with anything. His best friend was a talking dog named
DOG.
DOG. That's
I
where I
love
got
that.
it from. But I just remembered, wait, I was in a comic book.
But
so
who
was
were you?
I was the white dude. Like it was.
What was your name?
What do you think? What was my name? Steve-O.
Oh,
like,
just
she
what
even
was
did,
you, huh?
She even did like the faux hawk and like
Oh,
the
okay.
everything. And like she totally put me in there. I had like my plugs and everything.
Wow.
Now I'm going to go find it.
You got to go find it.
But anyways, that's where DOG came from for me.
Huh.
It's a Native American comic book. It was
Oh,
like,
good.
this is the first ever Native American comic book written and drawn by Native Americans.
Wow. Looky there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep. I was so stoked on it.
DOG.
DOG. I wish I could remember the name of the comic book now. Talking Dog.
Talking dog.
DOG.
Yes, DOG.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, raccoons, guys. Just make sure you lock up those doggy doors and lock up your dog food. They are little criminals, man. They are.
I mean,
they're thieves.
Is
They'll
it their
sneak
fault,
in.
though? Here's the deal. Nature versus nurture argument. We need Adam back for this very serious argument. God created them with bandit masks. Is it their fault that
good
they're
question.
trash pandas?
Yeah.
Or is it within them because they literally have the best disguise already?
Right?
They've got bandit masks on.
Yeah. That's a good question. Adam, we'd love for you to call back in. And speaking of animals, and did you see up in my neck of the woods, up where I grew up in Ennis, Montana, there was a teenager that got attacked by a grizzly bear. This is a crazy story because I can't believe this kid, the 17-year-old kid, is still alive. And in some ways, I'm wondering, okay, is a kid telling the truth? Because the story is so unbelievable that, he's 17 years old. You're wondering, okay, this kid he was fine. He didn't have any injuries or anything. And he gets attacked by a grizzly bear. So this 17-year-old, he was up in this area around where I grew up. And I guess he was, this grizzly bear started charging at him. And he went to grab his bear spray and didn't get it in time. And this bear pinned him to the ground against a tree.
Why are you telling me these things? I don't want to know these things.
So this grizzly bear pinned him to a ground, holding him to a tree, and held him there. That right? Is that? I would like to talk to like a wildlife official to see, do bears pin you down and hold you there? Gosh. Without possibly trying to murder you so they can eat you?
Right.
Or, okay. So the kid is pinned against a tree, held by a grizzly bear. He said the bear let go. He fell over and attempted to crawl between two trees and protect his head and vitals. The bear then pinned his face down on the ground. The bear now pinned your face to the ground. Okay. I guess this kid was wearing a hoodie and he had a backpack. So the teen finally was able to grab his bear spray, reached over his shoulder and sprayed the bear. And the bear ran away, scurried away, they said.
You okay?
I'm having a
Kinda
stroke
stroking out.
because I don't know if I believe that. Does that seem... Have you ever heard anything like that? A bear pins you to the ground against a tree.
Have I ever
holds
of course
you
I
that?
know. I was like, oh, actually,
Okay, but,
last
but
Tuesday I was
think
talking
about
to
that.
John.
A bear attack, they attack you. They don't hold you and pin you down, right?
Yeah. Paul says if you get attacked by a grizzly and live, then you didn't get attacked. He
Yeah.
was playing with you.
The kid didn't even have
He
any
had
injuries.
just watched WrestleMania, and he was like, all right, guys, we're gonna redo this Batista versus Triple H match.
Right. And then the kid starts to crawl away, and the bear then, like, puts his paw and pushes his head to the ground. What? And the bear didn't bite him. He didn't have any.
Do we have this on video?
Exactly. No,
Is
of
this on
course
video?
not.
Did this guy make it up?
17 years old.
Exactly. He's like, it was the biggest grizzly bear I've ever seen, man. They're like, oh, look, we have footage from a dash cam that was right down the way. Oh, look, that's a deer.
Right.
It's a deer. He was petting a deer. He made that whole thing up.
I don't know, man.
There's no way.
Yeah. I'm going to
sorry,
follow
kid.
the story.
I don't believe him.
I don't believe him either.
Mhm.
But, I mean, bear attacks, man. Always have your bear mace. Have a gun if you're going to go out there.
I mean,
gosh, I wish we were. Actually, it's still cold up there. I don't want to be there yet.
Oh, okay.
You got to wait one more month, and then it's the perfect time to be up there. We'll go pick some berries.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go and take a picture with a bear. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh, we got to go to break.
Oh, cool.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM.
Did you know that it's free cone day?
Oh, at Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah. We
I
don't
heard
have
that.
a Ben
No,
and Jerry's here.
Exactly.
Dang it. Yeah.
Why don't we?
I don't know. Free scoop ice cream and a cone.
Didn't we used to have?
Like, no purchase necessary. There's, you want to drive with me? There's one in Denver, man.
Oh.
Let's go to Denver today for a free scoop of ice cream. Totally worth it.
All right, let's take a quick break. We are live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios, and we'll be right back.
Resistance is not necessarily a sign that you're out of God's will. Resistance is often a sign that you're doing exactly what God called you to do.
Need some divine direction? Here's Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
So many people, whenever things get tough, they start to think, well, God must not be in on this. When do you think your enemy attacks? Is it when you're not doing anything for the glory of God? No, your enemy attacks when you are. Resistance is not necessarily a sign that you're out of God's will. Resistance is often a sign that you're doing exactly what God called you to do. Feel that. Let me say it again. Let it soak in. Let it soak in. Just because things aren't going right doesn't necessarily mean you're out of God's will. Whenever you're being attacked, that may be a direct indication that you're doing exactly what it is that God called you to do. The struggle that you're having today is developing the spiritual strength that you need tomorrow. Trust God's process. Trust God's process.
Now that's a PowerPoint with Craig Rochelle on Star 88.
For so long I carried the weight of my past, crippled by burdens like stones on my back. I thought I had fallen too far from your grace, but you came and showed me the way. When I was lost, so searching, you were the ground beneath my feet. When I was a blind man begging, you were the eyes so I could see. When the smoke was rising up, you were the air that I could breathe. You gave me hope, you gave me something to believe. Now on my knees. You gave me hope, you gave me something to believe. Now I'm alive and born again, rescued from the grip of sin. God, your love came crashing in and pulled me out of the fire. I'm a survivor. Oh, I'm a my God, you're my fighter. You make me a survivor. You're my God, you're my fighter. You make me now I'm alive and born again, rescued from the grip of sin. Oh God, your love came crashing in and pulled me out of the fire. I'm a survivor.
I dedicated to that young man in Montana, 17 years old, who lied about being, who got attacked by a grizzly bear and lived to tell a tale. Zach Williams.
Hey, man.
That's right. 7:49.
High today of 85 degrees.
What's going on in the news today?
Kirstjen Nielsen is the biggest name among top Homeland Security officials on their way out as President Trump ordered an overhaul of the embattled agency.
Actress Felicity Huffman and other parents pleading guilty for their part in the college admissions cheating scandal.
On a statement, Felicity says she is ashamed.
Federal prosecutors say a man inspired by ISIS planned to drive a U-Haul into a crowd near D.C.
The president designating the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps a foreign terrorist group.
A Chinese woman accused of trying to con her way into President Trump's Mar-a-Lago club appeared in federal court.
Attorney Michael Avenatti playing his brand of hardball with Nike, accusing the athletic giant of bribing over 100 college basketball players.
Rebound into the hands of Hunter. And Virginia with the all-time turnaround title.
In overtime, the thriller over Texas Tech, 85-77.
Beautiful. I mean, it was a good game. What more could you ask for, right? Am I right? Am I right, Steve-O?
Yes, sir.
That's right. That is correct.
Sorry, man. Just trying to get my copy of Super Indian.
Yeah, so the comic book that you were featured in was called Super Indian?
Yeah, I
That's
just found it.
really
I'm like,
cool,
oh
man.
my gosh, I got to find this. It's actually on display in the Department of Interior Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm sorry, guys. I just found it all. If you just joined us, I was totally like featured in the comic book back in the day, and I forgot about it.
I like
Super Indian.
Is that yeah, no
That's the
cape.
hero.
That's just the hair, right?
No, that's his hair. He doesn't need a cape. He's Super Indian.
Right. But his hair kind of looks like the cape. It's really cool.
So, Aragon Starr, she is a member of the Kickapoo tribe in Oklahoma. And she was doing this comic book at the time that I was working at Native American Calling, and I was the only white dude. It was all like Native Americans. And so she put me in this comic book that was like sympathetic to the Native American.
What powers did Super Indian have?
Oh, I was like, I didn't have any powers. I was just like a cool dude.
Was Super Indian a lot like Superman? Fly?
Why you gotta compare it to the white man?
Well, I don't know.
Why's it gotta be like the white man?
I mean, Superman's pretty overpowered.
He is pretty over. Yeah, I'm like.
You've never read the comic book, have you?
Totally have.
You don't know what the powers are?
Shut up, I totally have. So basically, Hubert Logan, he was an ordinary reservation boy.
Oh, I like
He was a res kid.
Okay.
He ate a tainted commodity cheese infused with resium.
Ooh,
Get it?
resium? Because the res?
'Cause
I
the
love
res-
that.
Resium.
Yes.
It's a secret government food enrichment additive, now known as Super Indian. He fights evil forces who would overtake the reservation's resources and population.
I like that.
Assisted by his trusty sidekicks, Mega Bear and D.O.G.
Mega Bear.
Mega Bear. That's his bear friend. D.O.G. D-I-O-G-I. D.O.G. Yep. Look at that.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to.
Still waiting on those powers,
this
though.
up.
What other kind of powers we got
He's
here?
got powers, yo.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Can he fry things with his eyeballs?
Whoa, why? Because of like Navajo fry bread? Like, what's up, dog? What are you doing, bro?
I didn't say that.
Huh?
You said that.
You are
I didn't
racist, and
I
I
didn't-
hate you.
I didn't say that.
It's actually pretty cool. I was pretty stoked.
No, it looks really cool. I just
Yeah.
wish you could tell me what his powers were.
Well, so he's like battling evil with his smarts and his strength,
Oh, okay.
and he flies.
He flies.
He's
Can
hilarious.
somebody please let us know what Super Indian does? Does he work? Superman
He's a
work.
janitor.
Oh, at a
I'm not
school?
being funny. No, he's at the reservation bingo hall. That's real.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
That's real.
He's
I'm
at
being
the
serious.
reservation bingo hall.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Hubert, his normal persona. Yeah.
Hubert Logan.
I mean,
Okay. Does he wear glasses when he's? Does he put his hair up in like a
bun?
Like a bun?
I don't know.
Like I want to see what he looks like when he's not Super Indian.
I'm excited for Volume 2 because he fights a vampire.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that, man. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys carry it down at your comic book shop?
Well, this is from 2012. So.
Oh.
That's why. Since then, she went on to do like a Code Talkers story, like a Choctaw Code Talker.
Oh, that's really cool.
Comic book. Yeah.
Right on. Do you guys carry that one?
No.
Oh, why?
Well, mostly because there's only one place that you can get this. And it's not from the Diamond distributor.
You have to go through her.
Yeah.
I think it's great because is that the first Native American type of
She always said it was
comic
the
book?
first, like, yes, like truly native because it was like she did everything.
Yeah.
And so, but I can't confirm nor deny because I'm like, well, remember what was the character that
I'm trying to think.
Brian
of it.
Nixon?
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
like,
I was thinking it
as
too.
a kid,
The giant Indian with Apache.
Apache Chief.
Apache Chief.
Apache Chief.
Yeah, I remember that. Was that a comic book or was that just a cartoon?
That was Justice League.
That was
he was
Justice
a member of the
League?
Justice
Okay.
League.
Couldn't
so
remember.
and I thought he was being dumb at first, and it was like, no, bro, he's real.
Yeah.
Apache Chief.
Apache
Native
Chief.
American superhero. He was on the Super Friends cartoon. So
I am Apache Chief.
yeah, and that's real. And they actually have an Apache Chief action figure at Astro Zombies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's real. So I'm like, I need to get that for Phoenix for his birthday.
Yeah, that was his favorite.
That was his favorite superhero.
Yeah.
He can grow 50 feet tall.
I thought that was pretty cool when I was a kid.
Yeah. So all he has to say is Inekchuk, which is the Apache word for big man, and he grows.
Inekchuk.
Yeah. But Super Indian was like the first. This is a Native American comic.
Man, they got to make this in Netflix. Come on. Well, let's
written
make a Super Indian series. Let's do this.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'd watch that. He works at a bingo hall on the res. I'm in. You kidding me? I think it's great.
Yeah.
Super Indian.
Yep.
What kind of powers do you think Super Indian should have, though?
Superpowers.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, man, I wish I could remember. Just gave it to me back in the day. I don't have it.
You got rid of it? Wow.
No, I mean, Yeah.
All right, sorry. Good morning, everybody. All right, I got a question for you when we come back. Now, this is just for fun. Of course, we don't believe this.
Well,
but there was a study that they asked people, and I haven't even read the article, so I don't know what percentage of people, if you could live your life over again, okay? Let's say you could live your life over again.
Okay.
Would you want to be a man or a woman? Don't answer it yet. I don't know what the survey says. If you could live life over again, would you want to be a man or a woman? That is a question they asked a bunch of people. Would you want to come back as a man or a woman? What do you think? The number one. What do you think? What do you think the percentage of people that said they would want to change it? They'd want to come back. If you were a man, you came back as a woman. You have to answer it, by the way, when you come back. You have to. All right? And you can chime in on YouTube at Star 88 FM. We'll be right back. Hang out.
So, what is the most important day in human history? Christians know it is no contest. That morning when Jesus rose from the dead changed everything.
Jesus Christ isn't dead. He's alive from the grave, and he changes lives today.
But we all have friends and family who need to understand the power and the promise of the resurrection.
The world consistently gets wrong the identity of who Jesus Christ is, but God raised him from the dead.
Imagine your close friends coming to University Stadium Easter morning to hear Skip Heitzig and music from Ryan Stevenson. Well, invite them to this Easter celebration. This is the time when people are much more likely to accept your invitation. Sunrise service, 7:30 April 21st at University Stadium. This could be the most important day for them when they hear how Jesus can change their life.
If God can raise up a dead corpse from the dead, he can change your life today, guaranteed.
Information at EasterABQ.com.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
What we have is a balanced, filled out, symmetrical picture of God, not only as the mighty creator, but also amazingly our merciful Father. That mighty creator who calls out the stars and in a basket can measure all the dirt that's on the earth, he also has condescended in humility to love tiny little, built out of dust, filled with his lungs. If he snaps his fingers, it's bigger than Thanos, right? The whole world never was. He snaps his finger, I'm telling you something. The moment he wills it, your heart stops beating, Bubba, right? Are you big and strong with a big bank account? One stroke, it's over. I'm telling you something. It's a vapor. You and I are not powerful. God is not impressed with the strength of a man. In 100 years, it's like we were never here. 1,000 years, the etching on your tombstone isn't even legible.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. On the air and in your face,
but lovingly so.
This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Sing to me, baby, in your native tongue. Sing the words of the wise and the young. Show me the place where your words come from. Love is the language, love is your native tongue. Feel your heartbeat, bang the drum. Open up your eyes and fill your lungs. The same word from where the stars are flung. Love is the language, love is your native tongue. My heart is a beating drum. My head in oblivion. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. My friend, where did we go wrong? My Lord, we forgot our sound. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. Sing it to me, whisper into my ear. Accusers' voices start to disappear. In the wind, in the tongues of the flame. In my soul, in my one true name. Back before we learn the words to start a fight. Back
Switchfoot.
The Morning
Okay,
Invasion
bye.
with Dex and Steve-O.
Hate my life.
And now, today's millennial moment.
My friend just bought a smart car. I told him, that's not very smart. Why not just Uber everywhere, like I do?
That was today's millennial moment.
It's one smart kid right there. One smart kid. Good morning, everybody.
Whew.
All right. Well, before we took a little break, I asked you guys a very important question. Now, this is just for funsies.
Okay.
Okay, this is just funsy question, but it's a real question. This survey threw out to people. They asked over 2,000 people this question.
Okay.
If you could live life over again, would you want to be a man or a woman?
Like, what are we taking into account here?
I don't know.
This is the dumbest question.
I don't know. I want to know your thought process just by that simple question alone.
Like, am I reliving my exact life? There's a lot to this question.
Let's just say a genie popped out of a lamp and said, Steve-O, you're going to live your life over again. But do you want to come back as a man again, or you could come back as a woman? Would you come back as a man or woman? It's as simple as that. What would you want?
Wait, like you say come back as if I'm dying and reincarnating.
Exactly. That's kind of it. When you get reborn into this world again from another person.
So it's not reliving my life.
No. Just if
I
you
wouldn't have
could
to
live
redo
life
my life.
over again, let's say, would you want to come back? If you had the choice, would you come back as a man or a woman?
Somebody said I would not want to come back as a woman. Too much to think about. Men are afforded a false sense of security that women don't have the luxury of having. Like I go for a run in the dark. We're still both likely to get accosted, but it seems like the odds are worse for females. And don't get me started about clothing. I can never coordinate my life like my wife does. Being a woman is way more complicated and much harder than being a man, I think. Mark in Tempe. Thanks for your honesty. Somebody said, I'm currently a dude and would remain a dude. Most aspects of being a woman in this world are more difficult for various reasons, but all I need to say is childbirth, and I'm out!
I love how much thought people are putting into this.
Sarah's like, or are we regenerating like the Doctor and Doctor Who? Like, Rosalind says, hands down, I'd want to be a man, but I want a desk job. That hard labor life isn't for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, would you choose to be born a man or a woman if
Yeah, but like,
you
there's
could...
so many questions to it. I'm with Trish. She has questions for this
Well, what
question.
are your questions?
It's a broad question. Like, can you be any race of man or woman? Like, in any country? Like, what are we
That's the
doing?
random part of it. It's just you. The only thing you get to pick about it is if you come back as a man or a woman. You don't know what race you're going to be, what
is a
part of the
real
world.
question, guys.
So you guys.
Real question.
This is a simple question, and you guys make it very
Phoebe
complex.
says if you relived life as the opposite sex, then you wouldn't have to guess what your counterpart was always thinking because you already know how women think, like on a different level. Gosh. Rodney wants to be a white male. You know what's funny about that? The whole white male privilege thing? Because people are chiming in on that very thing. Like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I maybe shouldn't say it.
Wow, look at the maturity.
I know, I started to say it.
Look at the maturity, guys. That's the 40-year-old mature white male privilege.
Oh,
Just kidding.
I just wonder how accurate that is in 2019.
What?
Because when you first asked the question, instantaneously I was like, duh, female.
Right.
Because of the current culture that we live in. So, I was talking to a family friend of mine who actually was like, man, I just pray for your boys every day. And I was like, well, thank you. Why? Right?
Yeah.
And it was for that reason. Well, you got Christian white sons, and in this culture, and I was just like,
oh my gosh.
Well, thanks for terrifying me. I
Oh,
hadn't
what?
thought about any of those aspects. I'm just raising my sons. Yeah.
Well, they
Thank you, Faster Matt. He just said, I would not want to be a white male in this culture. Everybody hates them these days.
Wow. Okay. Well, they surveyed over 2,000 people. So what do you think? What do you think the results were here? Okay, I guess they were a little surprised at how many people wouldn't want to change it up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. This is a stupid question. No.
Wouldn't want to change it up.
No, why would you change, like... Yeah, Jen's like, I'd still be a girl every time.
Okay.
Like, for comedy reasons, it's like, oh, clearly female because culture and the way that...
What percentage of women said...
They wanted to be a man?
They'd want to be born a man.
9%.
I'll give it to you. 10%.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah, 10%.
Oh, my gosh.
Only 10% of women said they'd want to be born a man. And what do you think the percentage of men would want to be born a woman?
6%.
8%.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
I was like going low thinking, nah, it's going to be much higher. That's pretty awesome.
8%.
Good. Good for the stupid question.
And then 22% were people that just, they weren't sure and they made it, they were like a lot of you out there. They're like, well, I need to know that. Well, what about this?
See, I'm with Booty. He's like, I'd be a sea otter. Can we come back as a sea otter?
Okay, throw that in. Would you want to be a man, a woman, or
a sea otter?
An animal?
I would want to be an animal because they have more rights than white males. Thanks, Booty. Thanks for trapping me, bro.
Wow.
Thanks, dog. Thanks. Let's get real, though. We're living in a culture where we're fighting for human life inside the womb. Because there's more protected rights. Like, dude, recently our governor signed a bill saying you can't kill coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep.
And I'm going, this is the same state and the same gov that was just fighting for late-term abortion.
Isn't that crazy?
So I'm not wrong in that. You probably would have more rights as an animal.
Right?
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It's a stupid question still.
Yeah, come back as a coyote.
You're protected in New
You're
Mexico.
protected. Come back as a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Did you see? I was driving. I was driving east on Paseo yesterday evening, and there was. It looked like a bald eagle dead in the middle of Paseo, and there were feathers everywhere. Did anybody else see this?
No.
And I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was a bald eagle because of the massive size. I mean, it could have been. Golden eagles are pretty big, but oh my gosh, and it was in the middle lane, so people were driving over it.
Mm-hmm.
Did somebody shoot a bald eagle out of the sky yesterday and it fell on Paseo? Because
that is
they don't see
your
that very
questions
often.
are getting worse and worse.
I'm just saying. Because you're not allowed to shoot bald eagles, bro.
Hey, by the way, I have to say something.
Yes.
Because I'm talking about our state. The New Mexico Land Commissioner, Stephanie Garcia Richard, she's the one that took office at the beginning of the year, first woman in the state's history to hold the position. She's the one that signed an executive order to ban animal killing contests, like killing the coyotes. So the governor just backed it.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't the governor that was like, hey, don't hurt coyotes, but kill babies. It was the New Mexico Land Commissioner who did that.
Yeah, but honestly, because you brought up...
say that somebody,
I get what you're saying about the animal and then you have human life with abortion and everything. But at the same time, I've talked about it before with coyotes. Experts will say you shouldn't hunt coyotes because you're going to make more of them.
Because they freak out.
Yeah.
If
so
you don't
maybe
kill
that's
them,
why. I'm just
they
saying
feel
maybe that's
endangered,
why
and then they go like mate or whatever.
Right.
Right.
So, but yeah, you're right. There are animals seem to have more.
Well, they
rights
just say
now
it's inhumane.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
okay,
because
that's
ridiculous. They have prohibited the use of traps, snares, poisons on public land because some of these dumbs out there like, yeah, man, to go kill them coyotes. Yeah. Can't do that anymore.
Can't do it. The coyote.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you brought up a story that I'm pretty curious to hear about.
Yeah.
Involves a man in an island. Something like that.
This is really weird. Like, let's just talk about the depravity of man for a second, shall we? We know clearly in Scripture we're fighting that, the flesh, the spirit, and it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you got, you're always going to battle this. This story still baffles me.
All right.
Florida man.
Oh, boy. Florida man.
Mhm.
Ooh, Florida man.
Arrested on Saturday for shoplifting at a Kmart.
Kmart is still around in Florida?
59 years old. Oh, duh, Florida.
That Kmart went
He's
under.
accused of stealing about $300 worth of household goods from a Kmart in Key West.
Okay.
Where police say he purchased various items between March 30th and April 4th and replaced them with cheaper items and returned them for a refund. Does that... Okay. So he bought these items.
All right.
Then replaced them with these cheaper items and then returned them to get a refund. This is crazy.
It makes sense. I
Anyways.
get it. That makes sense.
Here's why this is the weirdest thing you'll ever hear. This same dude who was just arrested for $300 worth of shoplifting, the week before, purchased a private island for $8 million.
What? He bought an island for $8 million? Maybe he's going to flip it.
And
Maybe he's going to do the same thing he did at Kmart. Yeah.
This dude also owns a 12-bedroom resort compound in Key West that MTV used to film a season of The Real World back in 2006.
Jeez.
This property that he owns rents for about $1,800 a night on Airbnb.
Send me those details.
So homie purchases an $8 million island. He's got a resort that he rents out for $1,800 a night and then gets arrested at Kmart for shoplifting $300 worth of stuff.
He wanted to feel that rush again.
I don't understand.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Why are people rich?
Because
they're cheap.
I guess so.
They're cheap.
So
They're cheap.
I guess what he did was he bought LED light bulbs.
Okay.
And a $55 Hamilton Beach coffee maker, which he then allegedly replaced with his much older coffee maker, put that back in the box, and returned for the full $55 refund.
Oh my gosh.
He swapped out the LED light bulbs with his old LED light bulbs and then returned those as well.
He's got to pay that island payment, you know? He's got to pay that mortgage.
Yeah. He also bought a $150 Keurig coffee machine and returned it, received a refund a day later, and then the Kmart employees noticed something was wrong when they opened the coffee box machine and found a basketball in it.
Oh my gosh.
Now, this dude is like, hey, bro, and he might be, I mean, this could be a movie. He swears he did not change out any items prior to returning them.
Okay.
He says there's no way he could have switched out a Keurig machine for a basketball because the clerk would have realized that there was no coffee machine by the weight of the box, and someone is setting him up.
Oh, boy. Huh.
He said he returned the light bulbs because he paid too much money for them and did not know how they were switched out because that was not him. And of course, obviously, the old coffee maker, an employee must have stolen the real coffee maker and swapped it out with their old coffee maker.
Wonder how long he's been doing this racket, you know? Is this something that, you know, he's been doing a long time and he just now got busted for? Because
no
I
idea.
honestly, I really do think this is a case where a lot of people that you see that have lots of money or lots of property and stuff like that, well, they have that because they are very stingy and cheap with their money, you know? Yeah. And they'll, whatever they can do to cut costs and make money, they'll do it. I mean, it's a crazy thing for us to look at and go, well, this guy has an $8 million island and he's worth this much money and he's doing this?
Yeah, there's no way. Or is there? Katie says she hates to admit it, but that's actually super clever. Trish says sounds like he's just irresponsible with his finances. Austin says sounds like a klepto to me. But Casey says that's how the rich stay rich.
That's what I'm saying.
Carl says this actually makes sense to me, not guilty. Like maybe the employees, they work at Kmart. Maybe they're switching stuff out.
What if this is a case of an internet hacker? What if somebody's blackmailing him and is telling this guy, I need you to do these things or I'm going to expose you?
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Somebody says, but wait. If you get rich by being cheap, why isn't Steve-O rich?
I take everything back. I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah. You know,
incredible.
That logic.
How am I cheap?
Yeah. But the thing is, your cheapness isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. Like you buy things for yourself. You buy things for the family. It's more of a, I mean, you're just good with money. You and Chrissy both are good with money. And that's a hard thing to see.
I do.
With people.
I will say I do like being able to like when Avengers Endgame tickets went on
Right.
sale.
You
Didn't
wanna
even
be
have
able
to
to
think
go out
about
and-
it. It was
and
like,
do it.
boop, got him.
You want to go to a
That was
nice
like
dinner?
$100
You can.
for the 5 of us.
Yeah.
So
You want to go on a little weekend getaway? You can.
those things to me are more important than purchasing like goods or buying stuff.
Right.
Like I'd rather have experiences.
Yeah.
So somebody says people actually do this all the time with power tools, switching out the new one with their old one and trying to refund it.
bet. I never thought about
It's
this
called
stuff.
big boxer shoplifting. You return older items. It's a type of professional crime. People actually do this for a living.
Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if this guy's just, maybe he's done this most of his life.
Yeah.
Or maybe he decided to just kind of get back into it.
Yeah,
'Cause
apparently.
a lot of people do it for the rush.
Did it long enough to make it $8 million to buy an island. That's how long he did it. Thank you, Josh.
Mm-hmm. Hey, go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Speaking of cheap people.
Yes.
I'm calling to collect.
Talk to me.
Steve-O,
Yeah.
you owe me some money.
Okay.
Did he say the word?
Oh, I do.
More than one.
Dang it. I do. Yesterday, Booty challenged us on the radio to not say a particular word. And I didn't. However, this is how homie traps you, man.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I get a phone call at Astro Zombies while I'm working retail. And who's on the other line? Booty.
Booty.
He wants to go see a particular film this weekend because, you know, the new Hellboy's coming out.
All right.
And he's like, let's do a Starmy dinner date.
Ooh.
And I said, man, I'm not sure which night, but you know what? And I said the word. And he said, you'll what? And I said, I thought he couldn't hear me. So I said, and I repeated the word. And then he said, you'll what? And I'm like, dang it. I just realized you got me to say that word twice. I owe him $1.
Was this a trap all along to lead you to
It's a
the
trap.
booty call? The booty call?
That's basically what it's called. We're believers in Jesus, man. We're redeeming phrases and words.
That's right.
And this is the redemption of the word. This is a way better type of call.
Anyways.
Yeah, so you owe me $3.
All right.
Great.
That's going to take care of my ticket for Friday Starmy dinner night.
I don't think it'll even come close to covering the cost of that ticket, but yeah.
Okay.
All
We
right.
still have 2 more days.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See you, Booty. Yeah. Because when he called yesterday, I was going, we don't say that word.
We don't. And I said
Ever.
it twice. I said it twice.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Yeah. All right. Well, that is a crazy story, and I hope you'll keep us updated as the story unfolds. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird, right?
Yes.
But
It
I
is
mean,
super
maybe
weird.
that is how he made his fortune.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Good morning, everybody. Coming at you. Coming at you. We're live on YouTube if you want to hang out. Star 88 FM. We'll be right back. Hang out.
So, What is the most important day in human history? Christians know it is no contest. That morning when Jesus rose from the dead changed everything.
Jesus Christ isn't dead. He's alive from the grave, and he changes lives today.
But we all have friends and family who need to understand the power and the promise of the resurrection.
The world consistently gets wrong the identity of who Jesus Christ is, but God raised him from the dead.
Imagine your close friends coming to University Stadium Easter morning to hear Skip Heitzig and music from Ryan Stevenson. Well, invite them to this Easter celebration. This is the time when people are much more likely to accept your invitation. Sunrise service, 7:30 April 21st at University Stadium. This could be the most important day for them when they hear how Jesus can change their life.
If God can raise up a dead corpse from the dead, he can change your life today, guaranteed.
Information at EasterABQ.com.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
I want to mine out the great truth of the 23rd Psalm. And the thesis of the Psalm is very simple. If the Lord is your shepherd, he can meet all of your needs. That's all the Psalm is saying. And what we're simply going to expose is that Psalm 23 addresses all of your needs. You see, he's going to tell you today that if the Lord is your shepherd, because he'll restore your soul. If the Lord is your shepherd, he'll meet your directional needs, because he'll lead you in the path that is right. He'll tell you that the Lord, if he's your shepherd, will meet your emotional needs, but you don't have to fear any need.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova.
Yeah, if you don't like me, that's your problem. Hey. When I let it bother me, that's my problem. Hey. And I got enough problems. I got enough. I got the sauce, you got the salt. But I care what you think about me, cause I don't think about you at all. Real ones, they don't talk about you, they talk to you. When they can't miss you, that's when they take a shot for you. When they throw stones, then you know they don't rock with you. Don't you ever let them know that the talk got to you. Ooh, I'm about my business. Father, my family, my hitters. You never paid my bills, so why pay attention? That's none of my business. What they think about me, that's none of my business. What they say about me, that's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. We don't really care what you talking about. That's none of my business. What they say about me, that's none of my business. What they think about me, that's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. We don't really care what you talking about. That's none of mine. Yeah, if you don't like me, that's your problem. Hey, when I let it bother me, that's my problem. Hey, and I got enough problems. Look, I got enough. Why everybody wanna take one up? You ain't pray for me, you ain't take one up. When they don't know the story, they just make one up. Hey, gossip, stop it. Why you wanna talk to me about it? Go tell he or she about it. That's none of my business, leave me out it. Instead of subtweeting about it, don't FB, just be about it. You acting like a F, boy RD. If it weren't for God, I'd destroy your teeth. I got anger issues. Watch for the people that's hanging with you. Bad company be corrupting a good character. You supposed to own a company, instead you're sitting on your dairy. You're in a pair of your boxes, playing Warfare in your Xbox. You work at a pet shop, still cutting Peachy Terrier. And on top, what's scarier is how you been engaged for 10 years and still haven't married her. My bad, I got sidetracked. Look at me, get a hypocrite, huh? I criticize them when I got my own thing to be fixing. Listen, that's none of my business. What they think about me, that's none of my business. What they say about me, that's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. We don't really care what you talking about. That's none of my business. What they say about me, that's none of my business. What they think about me, that's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. That's none of my business. That's none of mine. We don't really care what you talking about. That's none of mine. That's none of mine.
Andy Mineo. None of my business. Star 88. 829.
High today of 85 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. Quality Tam coming up at 9.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even plug it anymore. Right, Tam? Right? Welcome to it, guys. Live on YouTube at Star 88 FM. Download that app to your phone. We're on demand. You can stream us live. We're also available on iTunes. Subscribe. My mouth just went numb. Oh. Are we going to talk to that one guy, you know?
Yeah, I texted him and he hasn't responded, so we're just going to call him and we're going to leave a nasty voicemail.
Let's do it.
By the way, shout out to Mark and Tempe, who was like, Steve-O! You ain't cheap, dog. Frugal is a good word. I surprised my wife for her birthday to LA for no reason other than to surprise her. I took her out to Depeche Mode because it's her favorite band. I go to New York every year for Comic-Con. Yeah.
You're frugal.
No, I just like spending money on cool things. Let's see if it's the same number.
Oh, I'm sure
Wait.
he's changed it.
Okay.
His name is Stephen Christian. He is in a band called Anne Berlin. He's the lead singer.
Yeah.
And he left us. He lives
Like
in Florida.
jerk. I mean, sorry.
You have reached the voicemail box.
He sent us
of
the voicemail.
86.
He sent us the voicemail. Because Anne Berlin, well, they just posted their tour dates.
He knows. He knows.
And I'm looking here, and it's crazy because they're going to be all over America. Anne Berlin is back. And clearly they forgot the June 25th and June 13th date they could do in Albuquerque when, you know, they're going from Houston to Phoenix.
And then Denver to what, Missouri?
Kansas City, yeah.
Yeah, Kansas.
So maybe there just isn't a venue that's available. Maybe. But there's a lot of dates for Anne Berlin all around the country. Yeah, that's right. Their 2019 North American tour date. I mean, we know a booking. We got a guy who has a venue. His name is Aaron Buck Burnett. And there should be no reason why Anne Berlin can't play one of these dates.
How do we start this?
We should start out in anger.
What?
Yes. And then
oh man, never
transition into being calm. Works for me every time.
Yo.
Hello?
Yo.
Hello, caller. Hello?
Caller, go ahead.
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You failed this city.
I hope people have gotten his phone number by the beeps by now.
Beep, 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 beep. Let's see. Can't understand why.
Oh, I hear breathing. I hear breathing. Hey, hi.
You probably know exactly why we're calling.
Is this Stephen Christian? Is this
really don't? I haven't heard from you guys in months.
Oh, that's
so
weird.
I just felt like, out of sight, out of mind.
Weird.
Out of
It's
world.
weird. Weird how that.
Seems like-
Weird. It's weird. I swear I texted you on Saturday. That's weird how that happens. It's weird.
No,
It's weird.
Well, and I understand why I blocked your call, Stephen. I was more talking about Dex. So.
What, really? Because
Okay.
I texted you, I think it was a couple weeks ago, and said I was missing my friend.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about Heidi. I blocked your call, too.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Wow.
What's going on, guys? How are you? What do I owe this pleasure to?
We're just so excited. We still have our weekly Stephen Christian segment without you. In honor of
This isn't even real.
we miss you.
I'm still
regularly.
slinging the cologne.
Yeah, still slinging it.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Wow, what a dream
and
you
yet,
are.
Somehow, we're trying hard not to take friendship personal, but it seems impossible at this juncture of our friendship.
See what you
because
did there.
You, sir, have made it clear that our friendship is Finn.
It's Finn, yes, Finn.
How long did it take you to write all that? I mean,
I literally just made it up in my head because I'm such a fan of your stupid band.
Not no more.
Name one song off Lowborn.
Ooh.
New Stranger.
Wow.
Close. I'll give that to you. Close.
Stranger Ways.
Stranger Ways.
That's what I meant.
That's what he said.
All right. Fair enough. You win. You got that. That's on me. That's
How
on
could
me.
I not name a song on Lowborn? We played Stranger Ways. We played, didn't we play, what else did we play from that? We Are Destroyer. Did we play that?
Sure.
I think
we played
that.
all of them. Heck
we
yeah,
did.
man. We played.
That was back in 2014 when we were Static. Come on, bro. We played good music then.
All right. Sorry. I forgot.
I think we played
Formats.
Hearing Voices too. I can't remember.
All right, let's
Anyways.
get down to it, Steven.
Okay.
We
You
just
did play voice.
Yeah,
Steven,
we
we
did.
got the poster date. We got the dates.
We got the Amberlin poster
All
in
right.
the mail. Thanks for that
Yes.
press release. We're so excited to know that you're going to make us spend $9,000 to travel to see your stupid band.
Yeah.
Because you're not playing Albuquerque.
Oh, man. Shoot, I wish I could have done something for Albuquerque. Like, I don't know, spend 3.5 years of my life there.
Oh,
and
nobody cares about
put
your
an Amberlin
personal...
show together with me and Joey. Yeah, you're right. I can totally see your
So
point.
let's skip over it because, we've already done enough for Albuquerque.
Yeah, like when you did your farewell tour and you played Albuquerque. Oh, wait, you skipped us then too.
I just wouldn't be happy.
Go ahead.
All right.
So your farewell tour you didn't do here, and now your reunion tour you're not doing here.
Listen, guys.
Is it my fault?
Hey, what?
There is this one thing, though, about that whole situation that I feel like you guys should know. You guys see your church, Calvary, there does this thing called Freedom Celebration every year, and they invite bands. Well, I didn't get an invite in the mail. So,
Seriously?
I actually told my manager, hey, if they offer, I really want to do it. So, you know what? I would go ahead and talk to your department about that. Yeah. So you're bad. It's not mine. Oof.
So you're saying that maybe there's a possibility.
Telling me there's a chance.
Well, there's two.
No,
there's two.
not.
No, hold on.
Too
We
late
got
now. You
we
guys-
got
you guys
two
got-
dates.
we
got a we got
Yep.
a Houston, Texas to Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
June 13th. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a Denver to Kansas City. You could squeeze us in on the 25th or 26th.
We happen to know guys that own venues here.
Exactly. So
if you want to be,
we need you to take the poster down and not announce until we get an Albuquerque date. All right, Amberlin.
Happy you
Sorry
got,
about it.
happy
Sorry about
you
it.
got the band back together. That's cool.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll talk to Nate Heitzig about it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you should just give him, tell him, hey, listen, what happened?
He's
What happened
obviously
with,
still hurt.
Freedom Celebration?
He's probably still hurt. You left, and we all got hurt.
Now we're stuck without Amberlin. That's cool, man. That's cool.
How are you, man? Are you doing all right? How's Florida?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Clearwater's treating me great. Enjoy it very much. We just announced a really cool tour. You guys can drive. Steve was driven to Denver to see a ton of bands.
That's true.
I feel
That's
like
true.
I feel like if he doesn't, oh gosh. I mean, at least I know my place.
Steven,
I know my place.
can you,
Yes.
if I come to Denver, can you get me into the show?
He only gets a certain number of tickets, and if I'm going to
can
Denver,
I get into the show? Maybe
I'm the first
Can you
on
put a
that
plus
list.
one on that list in Denver? Maybe a
I
plus
don't know
one.
if you noticed, but we're playing Denver 2 nights in a row.
Oh my gosh!
so-
you get plus one.
People, you could have one night, and next, or you could just do a live. Why don't you guys do a live Star 88? I'll be on
Nope.
with you all
No,
morning.
I'm not
both
doing live
mornings.
Star 88. I'm going up a plus
No,
one.
shut up! I'm doing
No.
that. I just heard what he said, and that sounds great.
That's fine.
I'm game.
All right, put me
Yeah,
down.
we'll do the show. Let's do the show from Denver 2 days in a row. Come on,
Oh
guys.
my gosh.
Drive up.
Let's do it.
Star 88 van.
No,
do
no.
it.
Lazy app.
You're driving. I'm flying.
Oh my gosh. I'll
Drive the van.
Hey, listen,
Get outta here.
friend. How many times did you play Las Cruces for Vans Warped Tour back in the day? And I made that 3-hour drive south so that I could hang out with my friends. So I'll drive. I'm just saying. Yeah, now I need gas money. You're making Amberlin money again. There's no excuses.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh. I'm coming for you.
Oh,
I'll see you in Denver on the 24th?
23rd.
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
23rd.
24th. 24th. Yep.
24th.
I'll see you there.
Hey,
on both
I'm
nights.
really, really, really happy that you guys are doing this, actually. So, clearly.
It'll be interesting, man. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, there's so much that goes into it. So I'm excited to see, the fans' reaction. I have ulterior motives. My daughter, she's 5 now. If you were in Albuquerque, you would know. But she has never seen Amberlin live. So this is the chance.
Wow.
This is the time.
That is crazy to think about. I didn't even think about that.
Wow,
That's
she's
very
never,
true.
she's never seen Amberlin
Yeah,
live.
makes sense.
That's crazy.
Makes sense.
Yep, she was a wee baby when we broke up in 15, so she doesn't remember it. So I'm excited, man. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Come and sing along, kid.
So is it all the original band members of
Well, yeah,
Amberlin?
look at the poster. You got Dion and
Yes.
Christian and Nate and Joey and good old
Yep,
Steph in there in
that's
the
it.
middle. Did you guys do this photo shoot together, or did you have to Photoshop a couple people in?
No, that photo was taken, this is a true story, on the campus of Calvary Church in Albuquerque.
No way.
And they basically just sliced me and, photoshopped, because the 5 of us don't live anywhere near each other, especially
Wow.
at that time.
That is hilarious.
I am literally looking at the Sandia Mountains in that picture.
Wow.
No jokes.
Wow.
I am,
That's
straight
pretty cool.
tied in.
That's
So
hilarious.
even though I'm not there
Yeah.
in body,
Mhm.
I am absolutely there.
Well, I miss you.
Hey,
A
I miss
lot.
you guys too. I do, and I love that station. I'm not kidding. What you guys are doing, I've said this many times before, is incredible. And I think what's cool about what you guys do in the morning is the simple fact that it just, as Christians, our culture seems to be following what everybody else is doing, what the world is doing, and what you guys do is top of the game, top art, and it's just making, like when C.S. Lewis was asked, like, hey, we what about Christian literature? He said, listen, we don't need more Christian books. What we need is more Christian authors writing great books. And what
Yep.
you guys are doing is creating great radio. I'm a huge fan. So
Thanks, man.
keep it up, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah, I will
man.
say I almost called you the other day. I need one of those pep talks, because Stephen
Oh,
was
yeah.
always one of those guys, man. I would call and
Mm-hmm.
he instantly just always made me feel better. So I miss those. I miss the hugs, but I also miss the calls, and I need to call you because it's hard.
Oh,
Life is hard.
wow. He's getting
Call.
serious.
Can we just have the conversation now?
No, we can't have the.
And I could just share
no.
everything that's going on, and
Yeah.
then you could give me the pep talk.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Dude, call anytime.
Thanks, man. No, I'm serious.
All right.
You're an incredible person. And I love
Hey,
you, and I
Dex.
miss you, and I miss your smell.
What is happening?
I miss your smell.
I miss your
That's clear
hands
so
that
quickly.
are your calloused hands.
Somebody chimed in on the live line. Somebody said, "Wow, as Stephen is speaking right now and thinking back and remembering all the good times
Yes.
that we had on Static and on Star 88 with Stephen." This Starman member says, "I have to wonder, was this over before it ever began?" Yeah,
That's good. I see what they did there.
yeah, yeah.
Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
We'll see
Thank
you in Denver.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you in Denver. I want that live broadcast.
Yeah, dude.
Love it. All right.
It's gonna be great.
All right.
We're gonna play. We're gonna play Impossible right now from a band called Amberlin.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if
I love it.
can. It's too soon.
Love you, bro.
No, it's not. Love you guys.
Love you
Talk
too.
soon.
See you,
Call
man.
anytime.
Okay.
You got it. All right.
Hate him.
Amberlin.
Hate him.
Here they are, guys.
What you do to me?
Why again?
Morning
Really?
Edition with
I
Dex
hate
and Steve-O
my life.
on Star 88.
That was Anne Boleyn and Impossible, Star 88. They just announced their 2019 North American tour. And they'll be all over the country. In fact, every city in America except Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yep, that's right, guys. But I mean, if you really look at all of the dates, most of the cities they're playing are pretty big, pretty big cities. I mean, you have Boise on there. You have Silver Spring, Maryland on there. I don't know, is that big? Yeah. So maybe we're just not big enough. Know what I'm saying?
Sarah's going to go to the show in Minneapolis because she lives there. Good for you, Sarah.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you, Sarah.
Good for you. Well, anyways. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, even Buck, who owns the El Rey.
Yeah.
He even commented on my post and said, El Rey's completely open. They could play there. Huh. Well, anyways. Excited for the band.
Sure.
Seriously. One of my faves. Let's just call it a day, guys. Steve-O and I don't want to finish the show, and we'll see you tomorrow.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, dude, Gary Clark Jr. Woo!
Iron Maiden.
I'm telling you, I want to see that Gary Clark Jr.
Saw him open for the Foo Fighters.
Man.
Yeah. No joke. See, this is what happens, guys. You know? Your friend leaves, they move away.
That's why I don't have friends.
And then they have the ability to just retcon your life. Speaking of retconning things, can we talk Star Wars for a second?
Yeah, we can stock it.
We can stock Star Wars?
Yeah, bro, whatever you want.
You know, there was a movie called The Last Jedi that not everyone was a fan of. Rian Johnson, director, did something pretty big in that movie. When everybody was hoping that Rey's parents were going to be significant or important, he decided, nah, man, hobos. Street trash. Insignificant nobodies.
Trash pandas.
Trash pandas.
They're called trash pandas.
Well, here's the thing. Episode 9 has the ability to, like, totally retcon that and change Rian Johnson's story entirely.
Really?
Well, yeah, J.J. Abrams took over. He's coming back for episode 9.
Beautiful.
And Ryan's been in the news recently, hanging out. They talked to him at CinemaCon and basically said, hey, man, how are you going to feel if episode 9 completely undoes everything you did in episode 8, right?
Yeah, right.
He said, quote, I want to let all of my expectations go. I want to sit back. I want to be entertained. I want to be surprised. I want to be thrilled. And I want JJ to do stuff that I wasn't expecting him to do and just go along for the ride. For me, that's why I go to the movies, you know? And so he claims that it's totally cool if they decide to completely undo his story.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I like that outlook.
So he said that he wasn't there to give Rey an easy time. They're here to put her on the hard path so that she has to, because that's the path of the hero. So for him, revealing that Rey's parents were nothing more than filthy junk traders was important to him. But it's true that J.J. Abrams had a completely different idea for Rey's parents. Wanted them to be significant.
Yeah.
And so...
Huh.
Yeah, very little's known about the new episode 9, other than, of course, JJ is going to be directing it. He wasn't originally attached to it until Colin Trevorrow was released from it. So, yeah, he's still working on new Star Wars movies and talking about them. But, yeah, episode 9 releasing in theaters December. I don't know, man. To me, it's like when you're in an argument and you're like, oh, yeah, and then, yeah.
Right.
With the Walt Disney Company owning Star Wars and Marvel Comics, it was only a matter of time. Coming soon, The Avengers: Infinity Star Wars.
Oh, go ahead.
Featuring all the characters from all the movies.
I'm Peter, by the way.
I'm Groot. Han Solo. I'm Captain of the Millennium Falcon. Doctor Strange.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. I'm using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
Wow. With a convoluted story.
I think it's good, except it sucks.
It takes you from World War II into space.
To infinity and beyond.
That's right. They merge it with Pixar. Buzz Lightyear and the Avengers.
What?
Infinity Star Wars.
Wow.
Coming soon.
You gonna see that? That's like all of your favorites combined into one. You might die.
Yeah.
You'd have a seizure.
Brandon says, I don't hate The Last Jedi as much as other people, but it was the worst Star Wars movie. Still, I have hope Episode 9 is good.
You guys are crazy.
They
Last
are, right?
Jedi was great.
It was fantastic.
They were all good. Give me a break.
Did they see Attack of the Clones? Like, did they see Episode 2?
It's one to like, I'm gonna rate it on a scale a bit. Like, it's not my favorite, but you can't say that it wasn't good. Give me a break. I loved it. I thought it was really good. And I'm not a big Star Wars nerd, but I every time I go watch those movies, I get entertained.
Yeah,
they're fun. Yeah, you guys need to really get your heads examined if you. Maybe that's how they need to figure out if people need good, solid, like, therapy.
Well, I think part of the problem was we and our brains want everything to be about us.
Yeah, right.
Like it's all about us. It's all about our thoughts. It's all about our opinions. This is why you and I do a show, so that we can impress our opinions upon everyone and make them think like us, acclimate them to, and assimilate into our mind cave. Anyways.
That's right.
But really, I think there were just a bunch of nerd trolls that went and saw the movie. They had a different theory or expectation, and because it didn't match what they thought it was going to be, they were angry and were like, quote unquote, superior, and decided to just trash the film. Yeah. Even though it's a good movie. I've seen it so much recently because of where I work. So for those who don't know, I picked up a gig helping Mike, the owner of Astro Zombies, managing the shop. So I help manage the shop a few days a week. And I will tell you right now, some of the arguments I've just heard,
nerd fights,
like been spectator to, are insane to me.
Yeah.
On
you need
Sunday,
to record these so we can play the audio.
Okay, I want to, but I also I don't know how I would go about that without there's got to be legalities.
No,
of
but
it.
afterwards, after you get done, you tell them, hey, is it possible that
I'd
I
like to use this audio for a radio show I also do?
Yeah, they'd probably be all about it. Just try it.
Nerd battles are way worse than they used to be, man. There are no longer PG-13 nerd battles.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's cool to cuss when you're a nerd.
Well,
it's not really.
I can cut it up. I can cut up the interview. Okay. I can cut that stuff out.
Maybe I will. I'll just go, hey, guys, I'm doing a podcast or a show. Or I'm just going to go ahead and start recording you guys, acting like insane people. On Sunday, I had a conversation with someone because, we put movies on in the background. And so Thor Ragnarok was on. And you know how I feel about Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Arguably my favorite. I don't think it's the best. Infinity War is probably the quote-unquote number one on that list. But it's my personal favorite Marvel film. And this guy walks in and goes, ugh. Thor Ragnarok? Really? Ugh. It is hands down the worst of all the Marvel films. And I was like, oh no, dude, don't engage, nerd. Don't engage.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
engage.
That's impossible for you.
I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Did you that's a
I'm
real
sorry, sir. What
that's
did
a
you
real
say?
that's really your opinion? And he goes,
excuse me, sir.
As an actor, I have very specific reasons why it's the worst Marvel film of all time.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, hey, I definitely don't want to try and out nerd you or argue, but I would love to hear your
Let the
reasonings
nerd battle
behind
begin.
that. And he went on this tirade about how Thor Ragnarok is a Chris Hemsworth movie, not a Thor movie, and it's too funny. And you could tell they were having a good time filming it, and you could tell they broke character a few times because they were just having fun, and he was laughing, and it looked like a Chris Hemsworth laugh and not a Thor. It's not a Thor laugh. Those were real words coming out of his mouth, and I was like, I don't know.
You can clearly leave, sir. You can leave. Put your comics down and leave
But
the
people are
store.
so passionate about their opinions. They're like, oh man,
We don't want your service here, sir. Okay?
Yeah, so I just okay.
Your service. We don't want your business.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The new Star Wars movie about Han Solo didn't do as well as expected, but that won't stop the marketing geniuses at Disney and their plans for these other standalone Star Wars movies. Like this fall, don't miss Vicky the Hutt, the story of Jabba the Hutt's lactose-intolerant niece, followed by Corporal Akbar, the story of Admiral Akbar's underachieving millennial stepson. And this holiday season, it's Q2 SQ3987B, the story of the lovable droid who roams the universe charging all of the rebels' mobile devices. He's so cute that 3789, what was his name again? Never mind. And if you haven't been asked yet to direct a Star Wars standalone film, don't worry. Due to the sheer volume of these galactic money grabbers, it's as inevitable as jury duty. Until then, Star Wars fans, may the repetition be with you.
All right. Yeah. We got to take a break, guys.
Fine.
We'll be right back.
A portion of the programming this hour is made possible by a generous gift from Rain Tunnel Car Spa, with 4 Albuquerque locations, providing car washes, detailing, and gasoline. The Rain Tunnel Car Spa, a power partner of Star 88. Info online at raintunnelcarspa.com.
Here's Skip Heitzig with a word about Calvary College.
I'm thrilled to invite you to take your life's purpose to a whole new level with a degree in biblical studies from Calvary College. We have retooled our School of Ministry into an associate degree program, and it all happens right here on campus. Calvary College instructors are theologians who are passionate about the text of the Bible. And our curriculum trains students to study the Bible academically, think about it critically, and serve God practically. Classes are evening only, and you have the option to attend full or part-time. If you've always wanted to learn more about God and His Word in an academic environment, visit calvaryabq.college. Applications for the upcoming academic year are due by August 16th.
Get more information about Calvary College at calvaryabq.college. That's calvaryabq.college.
I think we can all use a good case of spiritual heartburn.
This week on A New Beginning, Pastor Greg Laurie helps us uncover the secret to allowing our hearts to burn brightly for God.
Get into the Word of God every single day. That's the secret.
Join us for important insight each day this week on A New Beginning.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Have you been praying and you still have no answers? Have you been pouring out your heart for so many years? Have you been hoping that things would have changed by now? Have you cried all the faith you have through so many tears? Don't forget the things that He has done before, and remember He can do it all once more. It's like the brightest sunrise waiting on the other side of the darkest night. Don't ever lose hope. Hold on and believe. Maybe
Sing it, Goki.
Who's the girl? Who's the girl?
Sounds like you a little bit.
She's like, she's
Wow.
like really high.
Wow. Yeah.
It's good, man.
That song, oddly enough, about Tam and the Shazam movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I loved it, but we can't talk about it because she just hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah. What?
9:05.
I did have 85.
85!
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Because with us, it's all about harmony.
Hi, Tam. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I loved that.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Did you miss me last time?
Where you been?
I went out of town, went to go see some friends, took some PTO, which is it's code for paid time off.
Oof.
And I was thrilled that I was not working mostly and still getting paid. Paid time
awesome,
off.
man.
One of the most beautiful things someone has ever created.
Right?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you get paid to go out.
Take
and-
time off.
Yeah.
And it's really great, mainly because I had too many hours, so they were racking up a little bit. Been
Are you a workaholic?
busy. I want
one of them?
I want to say.
You
I
like
want
a
to say
Steve-O?
no. I want to say no.
Well, yeah, workaholics never admit it.
But when I say no, I like. Oh, I don't know. Like I feel that in the background.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to say, oh, I don't know, which is probably, yes.
Yeah.
That's probably a good indicator that I am. But I will say this, I genuinely love to work.
You love what you do?
I don't know why, like if that's a bad thing, because like I really do love to work, but there's some things that are really tiring, exhausting.
Sure.
Someone who has stepped in, who's been a huge help, has been Jackie Garrett. She has been a massive help.
Really?
In
This
my,
isn't the Oscars. We're not here
in
for your
my
shout-outs, bro.
administrative world.
I'm not here for your shout-outs.
I want to thank her for that. And
Wow, you have a whole list of people.
yes.
Wow.
Sorry.
Also,
Coming
I
back.
just want to say,
Gives the award for best.
but I will say,
That was awesome.
Thank you.
That sounded just like the Oscars.
us do this. Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing that? Yeah, it was a really fun trip. I went to Utah.
Did you? You went to Mormon land?
I went to they don't call themselves Mormons.
I was gonna say,
They're
and
Christians.
You can't call it Mormon land. 'cause
Well,
it's kind
what
of
happened in a
50-50.
nutshell is the old Presidento said, hey, nix the Mormano word, and then that's out now.
What?
So they're just going to take it out. Mm-hmm.
Wait, the
it's a
president
long
of the
President
story.
Trump did that?
You could, no, just the, no.
What?
The President of the United States did not say that.
Okay.
And
That is not the America I know.
that's right. But it was cool because I got to see all kinds of really cool stuff, and I climbed a massive rock,
Did you?
a mountain.
Like, what
It
do you
was
mean?
red.
Scaled it with climbing
I will
equipment?
tell you,
or hiked
people
it?
who climb those rocks with the equipment and everything, there's something in your head that you say, hey, if I fall, there's a mat. If I fall, something's gonna catch me.
Right.
Hey, I'm belay on. There's like all these things in your head that make things feel a little bit better. But this time, there were no ropes. There were no maps.
What?
I mean, mats.
Wait, you climbed a mountain
I climbed a mountain.
without any sort of
And
gear?
I have, without any gear, and I have proof of that.
I
And
don't know. Do you
I
buy
look,
this? I don't know if I believe it.
I look very, very tiny. Obviously, because I'm so small.
Like you went rock climbing?
Yeah,
where
like,
you are holding on to a crack in a rock.
Look at
and if
this.
you fall, you die? Wow, you climbed that?
I climbed it.
No way. Was there a trail up it?
No.
Come on.
You know how cameras work, man.
Yeah, there's a trail on the other
Camera
side.
angle.
That and I
Did
was
Tones
exhausted.
pull you up? Did
you know
Tones
what?
pull you
Look
up
at
with a
this.
rope?
Look at my leg.
What?
See that injury?
Yeah?
That's not from climbing. It's from the dinosaur museum. but I will say that I worked very hard.
Why are you yelling?
Did
Do
you
need
trip
to turn
over
your headphones up?
over a dinosaur
shouting?
bone?
I am shouting. I'm sorry.
Were you not
You're
paying
just
attention?
shouting the whole
Let
time.
me turn it down. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I was out of town. It was really nice. I had some time to breathe.
Yes.
I just, it was really great. And now I'm back. And
yes.
and I am ready. I'm ready to rock.
Good.
Like an eagle.
Hey, are you going to be part of Freedom Celebration with us this year?
I heard that I am going to be.
That's what I heard too. I just
Did
wanted to make
you?
sure. Listen, guys,
Wait,
we
what?
haven't announced the dates or anything yet, but Freedom Celebration is coming.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Was there a reason why we haven't announced the dates yet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait,
That's
like
a good
Tam's going to be
question.
with us, like hosting?
Yeah.
Turns out I'm the headliner. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Oh.
That's not real.
We haven't announced
Battle
any of the headliners or any of those
Well,
things.
I mean, Battle Drums, they'll be playing.
I have, well, you know what, though? Really cool news about Battle Drums. I just got this email. Am I allowed to say this on air? I don't know.
We're about
That
to
we're
find
gonna
out.
be, we're going to be, actually, we literally have we have merch for Good
Really?
Friday and in 4th of
Hoodies
July.
and
Oh,
shirts
wow.
and stuff?
You guys
And
are going to
Easter.
be selling merch at Easter?
No, I'm saying like
how pharisaical.
merch, but like our CDs will be ready.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a hard
Isn't
time.
that exciting?
That's actually really, really exciting.
Because we've been waiting for like 14 years.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but
So
it's been a minute.
that's been really great. That's really great.
Yeah.
That is- You're like, our 2009 CD will be available.
You've been working on this album for 14 years?
We had to change all the Cliff's notes and the things and all the songs and stuff. It's just music by Jesus. You won't recognize any of the names from any of the songs from 2009 or 10 or 11.
Did you at least
But it's
keep the
still
old
just
photos
Tam.
from 2009?
I wish I would have kept the old photos,
Ryan
man.
moved to California.
35 pounds
Steven
later,
moved to Florida.
Tam.
Those are your American
they
Idol days.
smudged them all out.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough money for reshoots for the photo shoot, so it's just Tam and then a bunch of emojis around her. They had to emoji out the rest of the band because everybody's gone.
Did you have to take out featuring the American Idol star Tam? What's your last name?
That's weird that they yes, Salmon.
Salmon, that's right.
Just
What they had
you
me-
just look at it and all it was like it took us a long time because we had to white out all the liner notes. Just me, and then we grabbed a Sharpie and wrote Stewart.
Oh my gosh. This is so great because it's real.
It is real. It took so long that everybody else got different jobs.
Wow. You guys have never put out an album?
Yes, we have. We have. Aaron Gillespie was our producer of the last album that we had.
We
we
don't
can't say
his
that
name.
on it. Oh,
That's
sorry.
whited out now.
Sorry.
We don't-
Sorry.
No, he's
Dump
back in
that.
under oath. We can't use him anymore.
And then on this album, it'll be Stephen Christian.
Shh, we don't say his name.
Yeah, I don't know about him anymore
Yeah, we
either.
can't say his
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
We can't say his name either. He
Ryan
left.
Wiley,
Who?
my boy.
That guy? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Can
And
we even
then-
say him?
and
That was
then-
the guy with the beard, right?
He's gone too. What the heck?
And then yours truly.
I wonder why everybody left and Tam's still here. I
Yeah.
don't know. There's like a weird
Oh,
common
no.
denominator.
Either.
You and Tam are lifers here. I'm telling you.
real.
We are. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. You've been here while
I've been
everyone
here
else
since
has gone
02 is when I first started here. I was a volunteer like 2001, 2002.
Am I the longest host?
co-host I've ever
That I-
had?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Because I'm 3.5 years.
Yeah,
I'm 3.5.
Gentry and I, like between all of our shows that
Yeah.
got canceled.
That's true.
I think. But yeah, you and I. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
you
have
guys
the
are going
longest.
strong.
Going
That's
on
really
4
good.
years, man.
However,
4 years.
losing Teo, does that count as like
Yeah,
us changing the show? Because we
kinda.
lost Joey at one point,
Yeah.
and then it was like Old Man and the Steve. Like,
I mean, not
Old
really.
Man and the Steve?
yeah, get out. You don't. That was mine and Matt Gentry's morning
Oh,
show
that
for
was.
years
Okay,
here.
sorry, my bad.
Gosh.
I never knew what it was called.
Yeah.
I just thought you were being rude
No.
and just calling him Old Man.
Well, he was the old man,
and so.
and I'm the Steve.
But it's funny because he was 40 at the time,
I
right?
know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm the old man. Yeah.
Aw, I'm not 40.
I know.
Can
Thank
I
you.
be the young one in the
Are you?
group?
Let me guess. 34.
22.
Are you in your 30s?
Me too.
32.
22.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know that's hard to believe because it's like, oh my gosh, you've lived so much, and there's so
Yeah.
much. Your life is
So
so,
much
full.
life. So much
So
life.
it's hard to be like, what? But you know,
Yeah.
accept it. This is my life. This is me. And then also, so I've been here for 7 years, and
Wow.
I was really excited
Yeah.
that we got to do this because, in all seriousness, when we went to Nashville and we did all that writing, I came back so
Right.
pumped about that. But a lot of things had to change. And actually, turns out one of the guys who's doing a lot of work on the album has been on tour with Lauren Daigle for quite a while.
Wow.
And so he's been extra busy, but taking the time to still do that for us has been really, really helpful. So thank you, Dwayne. You're amazing. And then
Nope, she's doing it again.
no, for real.
She's
Can
doing
you
it
do the
again.
music?
I'm gonna have to play her out if she mentions
but
another
it's
One more
pretty,
time, I'm playing
But
you
it's
out.
pretty sweet because now we get to have an album that I really do love it. I think that I don't know. I love it. Is that just being biased?
No, you're allowed to love
But
it.
that's
we love our morning show.
Did you guys hear?
Every artist loves what they do, right?
We love our show.
Yeah. And maybe because a
don't.
lot of it comes from the pages of my journal that I feel like really attached to it now. Because when you're in the writing session, you can't really get yourself too attached to it anyway. You have to like just be willing for it to just be a piece of junk. And then you're like, oh man, okay, it's over, it's out, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And there was actually one of the songs on the album that's out that's going to be on there that was said to possibly just never make it because it just kind of wasn't going to be it. And turns out it was one of the producer's favorite songs.
What's a
and
bummer,
so things
though,
like that happen.
Is because it came straight from her journal, they had to like change stuff up. Like this weekend, if you guys were here for the weekend service, Pastor
This
Skip's
is a
going
lie.
through Bloodline, and the first track I believe that Tam got to sing this weekend, they actually had to change the title because it was originally I Tam Who You Say I Tam.
Oh my God!
Whoa!
And it was like, Tam, we can't do that. Can we use?
I Tim, who you say I Tim.
Good luck singing that differently
every
again.
single time. Now, you know. Also, I can't tell you another. I'll tell you off air. That's not even our song, bro.
We'll be Steve indeed. We gotta put Dex in there.
I went harmony on you.
Okay.
Is it getting too high? Is that what you stopped?
No, because I just
Oh.
wanted to say Steve.
It was good.
Yeah.
We'll be Steve
Yeah.
indeed.
Yep.
Wow,
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 wow, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told somebody this past weekend. I told somebody about how you guys totally blackmailed me.
Blah, 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 blah,
You
blah.
took my words, you took my voice, you took everything that I do, my
Yeah, your
warm-ups,
warm-ups.
my everything. And what you did was you slow-moed my voice.
And we'll be back with more from the 2019 Oscars.
I'm not
after these words.
I'm not done.
Star 88 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
Buy truth and don't sell it for love or money. Buy wisdom, buy education, buy insight. Now, what does that mean? It means anytime you use your money to buy a spiritual book, a Christian book that helps you grow, you've invested in the growth fund. Anytime you use some of your money to pay for a seminar or a men's retreat or a women's retreat or a conference that helps you improve your life, in any area of your life, you've invested in the growth fund. Anytime you use your money to take a class or go get an education or anything that makes you more of what God wanted you to be, and you develop what God has given you, God looks down and he smiles and he says, that's a good use of money. You are investing in your growth fund. As I said, we like to invest in comfort, but God says, no, invest in your character.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 1071 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
Let me tell you, oh my friends, about this joy I'm living in. Let me take the mic, go on and testify how I was dead and then I came to life. No more living in the dark of night. Now everything's alright. I've been changed. I've been saved. Brand new day. I've been changed. I've been changed. Tell me why would I turn back now? There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed. I've been changed. All my heartbreak fades away like a book when you turn the page. Let me take the mic, go on and testify how I was dead and then I came to life. No more living in the dark of night. Now everything's alright. I've been changed. I've been saved. I've been changed. I've been saved. I can feel it brand new day. I believe it. I've been changed. I've been leaving. Tell me why when I can feel it. There's no end to the love I found. Future's bright and there ain't no doubt. I've been changed. I've been changed. Let me tell you now. I've been changed.
Jordan Feliz changed on Star 88. 922.
High today of 85 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
And Tam.
Tim, who you cut off?
Tam.
Totally cut me off.
Good morning. Good
Man,
morning.
I missed you guys.
Missed you too.
Missed you too.
What I was saying is that my life,
Oh no.
my life sometimes, I just can't control what you do. I can't control if you want to ruin my life. I can't control that.
No, that makes sense.
I have to let it go.
Yeah.
I have to say, you know what? They have dirt on your life.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let them build a mud pie. You know,
Right.
if you want to eat it, you can eat it. You literally made me sound like a drunk woman when you made those
Wow,
phone calls.
Huh.
Horrible.
Slow down my voice. It wasn't even me. I mean, it was me. See what I mean? Blackmail. Totally.
Total
It's
black.
like, but was it you? Yeah, it was. But I mean, no, but was it? Now everyone thinks I, have serious problems.
We'll be back right
No,
after
no.
a word from our sponsors.
Okay.
The Masters is back on CBS. Prepare yourself for a week of the image of a golf ball being struck in slow motion. The tee spinning slowly round and round. Whose tee is it? And will they pick it up? Who cares? Because it's the Masters on CBS.
And we're back with our guest today. It's Tam from Battle Drums Worship. She also is part of the worship team here at Calvary.
Wait, what? No kidding.
No kidding.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Welcome to the program, Tam.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for taking the time. We know you're busy. We know you have a lot going on, but what's
Yeah.
new in your world? What if I laughed like that?
You wouldn't be on the radio. I'll tell you that right now. Would be like, hey man, we're gonna need you to not.
I am weaning myself off coffee.
Oh,
That's new.
wow. Why?
Turns out, I guess coffee's kind of like heroin, but
What?
so many people beg to differ.
Coffee's like heroin?
Well, look
Did you
it
just
up.
compare heroin?
Look it up. Google, you over there with the phone and the headphones.
Yeah.
Can you Google coffee versus heroin? Just do it.
I mean,
just real quick.
Sugar and cocaine are pretty similar.
I don't know. So
Heroin. Heroin and coffee.
No, versus like compared to versus because you can actually there's ways that people can actually do stuff with their coffee grinds. Anyway, I worked in a jail.
Cocaine found in canned fruit at Atlanta airport. Okay.
Okay. Well, the point is that I've become very dependent on it, and I'm swelling because of it.
It says caffeine addiction follows same pattern as heroin addiction.
Okay, so there's that.
All right.
And I found myself thinking about coffee,
All right.
like pondering it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. I'm like pondering coffee.
Go ahead.
And I thought, I don't know, maybe this, like, it's definitely on my mind, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it felt a little bit like I was dating it.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think about them all the time, and you're kind of like, man, I wonder what they're doing, and, you know?
Right.
And we have a coffee shop here, and I just find myself slowly lingering over there to get more and more coffee.
Feed that
Is this why
addiction.
you're so amped up?
I'm not amped up. This is me. Coffee, I feel like, focuses my brain a little more. But do you see what
That
I'm
actually
talking like
makes
an
sense.
addict a little bit?
No, that's not an addict.
Like, it makes me better, you know? Like, that's,
it makes
You just don't understand our relationship. Walk a mile in my shoes. I walk 12 miles a day because of
Wake up and smell the coffee.
that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I leave here, I'm going to dump this because I had to make a choice today. I'm going to have one coffee today.
One.
And what it's going to be is not this.
That's a tiny cup of coffee.
Nope. What it's going to be is going to be a full-on coconut milk French vanilla latte in a mug.
Wow.
From Sopo.
Wait, so what's that?
This is just to feed the need, you know?
No. You said you were gonna have one today, but you already have something in your hand. What is that?
There's no mouth marks on it, so I haven't like had any yet.
Yes.
So just look
Hey,
away.
if it makes you feel better, I ran out of K-cups and I didn't know what to do this morning.
I'm gonna be replacing it with green drinks.
Green drinks.
Huh?
What is
so
that?
like I throw in my kale and my and this is not so I can get looking good for summer. This is just simply so that my brain doesn't explode. And
But
so,
also so that she can look good for summer.
But
Gotta get that summer bod.
because you know I like to lay out in the sun every day. So.
Right.
Okay, so I want kale
Yes.
and cucumbers.
Yes.
And,
Go ahead.
and then I'm gonna put some carrots in there. It's mainly just to treat the gut.
But coffee isn't necessarily bad for you
Right.
if you do it right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Is that why you're dropping down
Moderation.
to 1?
That's why I got to bring it down from 12 to 1.
But you also need to remove maybe some of the crazy sugars that you're throwing in there.
And I don't put any sugar free because I'm allergic now because I used to have a ton of sugar free, aspartame, sucralose, all that fun stuff. And I literally overdosed on it because I had too much of it and I had to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
And then they said, they were telling me like all this stuff. Like, it looks like everything's fine. It just looks like, yeah, your levels are a little bit off. This and this and this. Just keep doing this, keep doing that. My dad was the one who said, hey, you've got like a lot of the symptoms of like artificial sweetener kind of overkill. And I'm like, Dad, don't get natural on me. I don't need that right now in my life. This is real medical issue.
Yeah.
Turns out it was that. Like, I'm not kidding. To the point where I was like practicing symptoms of dementia. I would be on stage and I would be looking at the words on the back of the screen and I was staring at them and I'm like, say the word. Say the word.
Really?
And it wouldn't come out. Then I would say a word and it was a different word.
Wow. So you actually have been diagnosed with artificial sweetener syndrome.
Wow.
More commonly known as, wait.
Wow.
Oh, man. I walked right into that.
And we have to take a quick break.
Don't.
Coming up next on the 2019 Oscars, Glenn Close hands the award for Best Actor. Gary Oldman.
Citizens of Central America and Mexico looking to come to the United States. You may have heard that the U.S. is planning a Great Wall to be built along Mexico's northern border. Travel plans dashed? Think again. Introducing The Ladder. Made of durable space-age aluminum, your ladder will help you scale any wall you desire. Simply lean the ladder against the wall and climb over it. It's that simple. Ladders do not protect you from Border Patrol, barbed wire, or those who want to harm you who also know how to use a ladder. A second ladder may be necessary to get down from the top of any wall you plan to climb over. Remember, never climb or stand on the top step. Do not walk under any ladder as you may encounter a significant amount of bad luck. Coming to America, bring a ladder. You can't leave Mexico without it.
No.
Ladders, helping people climb over walls since 8000 BC.
We're back with our guest, Tam.
I wouldn't
From Battle
say
Zones
that
Worship.
I supported that. I mean, that wasn't my sponsor in any way. Also, I don't want it. I don't want that.
Want what?
I don't like it.
You don't want a ladder?
No. I don't like it.
Before the break, Tam was talking about her coffee addiction
That's
and
right.
comparing coffee and heroin.
I mean,
I was.
No, but you know how many people are chiming in like, I feel the same way.
And I'm admitting it for my
I
family,
can't
my
not
family and
have
friends.
coffee. When I don't have coffee, like even just a cup, my headaches are ridiculous.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
Is it because of the caffeine, you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so
It's scary.
Apples, this lots of water in apples. Like if I
And
have
greens.
to, and greens, yeah, exactly. So you
3
can,
days, guys.
You
About
can
3 or
go
4
without
days.
it. Yeah.
I
Trish
mean-
says her favorite smoothie, easy.
What?
1 banana, 1 to 2 cups of spinach or kale, half a cup frozen mango, 1 cup of frozen berries, add water, blend, delicioso.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The smoothie thing has been really, really helping. I went the other day to my buddy's. I can't say the name of it, right?
Well, are you going to talk about how great it is?
If you try to tell us how great it is.
Okay, so no, I went to my buddy's store.
Yes.
And he makes these shakes, and they're all natural. He doesn't like add sugar, and he doesn't do the whole stupid like.
Sure.
Oh no, we'll just put a little packet of like Splenda. He
Yeah.
doesn't do Splenda. That's aspartame. He doesn't do any of that. He just makes it as it is, and it's delicious. It's so good.
Yeah.
And the other day I was like craving coffee, but I knew it was going to give me tons of sugar. And sometimes I'll go and I'll get some like nitro cold brew with like the whole, I'll get the big time whatever. But I can tell in the back, so in the back of your head over your little synapse gap, okay? There's this little gap in the back of your brain on the bottom of your, like right before your spine starts. And right in there's these neurons and they jump back and forth, okay? So they jump and they fire and they're supposed to jump back and forth. And God has created an incredible thing because if they touch at all, they're like less than a centimeter away from it. But if they were to touch, your whole brain would explode. Okay,
What?
that's how intense it is. But they don't.
Like literally explode?
It would shut. It would literally like combust. Not kidding. Look it up.
So it would implode, not explode.
So implode. Yeah, sorry, implode. So it jumps and the neurons jump. Okay, so they're firing. So we do things. We drink water. We exercise. They fire. They keep our brains going. But when you have too much coffee, what happens is you do a reverse effect. Where when they jump and they fire fast, all of a sudden you've had too much and you've overstimulated the brain. So now they slow down. That's why people can go to sleep after drinking a massive shot of something or whatever it is. Because you reverse the action of the neurons jumping back and forth. And now they're not firing on the cylinders they're supposed to. They're slowed down. And they're ticking slower, and now you're like, I think I'm gonna fall asleep. I can't keep my eyes open.
That's
and
like
you're
babies.
like, I've had 7 cups of coffee. How am I falling
I'm
asleep?
being serious.
Yeah.
You're like Humphreys, the little teething tablets.
Yep.
Those are basically just little caffeine pills for little
Are
ones.
That's
they?
true.
Yeah, that's serious because younger, that's the same thing. That's why it makes babies go to sleep instead of get all wiry and crazy.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have
Well, you should
kids.
know because you know everything because you're talking to us like a scientist
Oh,
who knows
you
everything
are.
about neurons.
I get so excited about the
You're-
brain.
Guys, I just read this article and it's so true.
I really love the brain.
I was reading the latest issue of Teen Beat and
Teen Beat.
What was it, Bop?
Bop. Yeah.
Is that what my
Teen Beat was a real one, wasn't
Can
it?
I just say, Jonathan Taylor
Oh
Thomas
my gosh, that's who I was gonna say!
is the best JTT.
It's the
like
first person I thought of.
so, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That's what we called him before he was JTT. And so he and I
That's
obviously
like
dated.
my JLH. JLH
And-
was my person.
Right, and like
Jennifer Love here.
I
for
remember
those.
writing a letter to him and saying, and all I did was this.
You wrote a letter to
A real
JTT.
letter with pencil and
What?
and little paper, and I got a Teen Bop, whatever that was, magazine, and I opened it up to his like bio page, all the information about Jonathan Taylor Thomas. What I did was I said, "Hey, Jonathan, I thought you might like to know that we have a lot of things in common." And
Oh
what
my
I did
gosh, you
was
lied.
I looked at what he liked, and I just listed everything.
I
like curry.
Yes.
Okay, can I just revisit that day? I didn't know what the heck curry was, for one.
Yeah.
And 2, when I tried it, I was like, holy, what 13-year-old likes this junk? It was so hot.
You're a Cancer? I am too. Oh my gosh.
That was exactly what I did. And then I was like, this is worthless. I am not going to change you. I am. Boy, you don't like me for me? And he's like, dang, girl, I don't even know you. I don't know you.
The 2019 Oscars
Whatever.
continue
I'm not done.
when we come back.
Tired Tired of those overpriced, overhyped fitness gyms? Then come to America's cheapest and easiest fitness gym, Hillbilly Fitness.
Lift, hold it. Oh, hold on a second. I need to finish my cheeseburger.
Hillbilly Fitness is the most affordable and laziest fitness gym you'll find.
There's a treadmill over there somewhere if you want to do that running thing.
Stay in shape with our non-aggressive programs.
Lift, pop top, drink. Now do about 20 of those. I'll be right back.
So if you're overweight, out of shape, and don't really care, try Hillbilly Fitness.
All right, why don't you take a break? All right, you want a pork rind?
Because we have lots of machines and workout stuff.
And we're
Wow.
back with Tam, our guest from Battle Drums Worship.
That was my sponsor. I will say that. I'm a little bit on board with that. More so with my actions than what I really feel.
Speaking of being on board with things, Looper chimed in and said, "Man, y'all joke, but my wife does this. Every documentary she watches becomes our life."
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what people
yeah.
do.
It's
Yeah.
like you watch something.
I
you
was
hear
on that
something,
kick for a while.
You're just an expert.
Yeah. I watched this documentary, guys, and it changed
I
my
never
life.
said
But
that I was an
do we
expert.
like forget that that means like we're really just an expert on that person's opinion, not
No.
necessarily on science?
It was just the science thing I was telling you. That I was explaining why my brain shuts down. That's all.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying I was an expert. I'm not a neuroscience doctor.
Well, clearly. But you were talking about our brains exploding.
Yeah.
You know what?
You're like the Joe Rogan of science.
Yes.
I just literally look it up. Like
Yeah.
look it up yourself.
Do you have a secretary named Jamie?
No.
Just asking.
Your artificial sweetener syndrome. Check this out. Somebody chimed in and realized that we as morning talent have a problem because
Yes.
if all of these sweeteners cause bad things, sweet Tamlo, Splentam, Stevoia,
Stevia.
That was a stretch, guy. Dextrose.
Dextrose is real.
Dude, my name is in a lot of those ingredients. Aspartame.
I became aspartame. Like that's what happened to me. I had so much of it that I became aspartame.
I like aspartame. I think that's the best one.
It is.
My
it
name
was
doesn't
rough.
really work with any of them. Even though
Stevnia is good.
Stevnia.
Yeah, Stevnia.
That's Steph, like a Stephanie.
No, Stevnia is what Teo used to call me. That was like his nickname for me. Stevnia.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it? No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm totally serious.
I need to text Teo. I haven't texted him in a while.
People don't like. I
need
had
to
some
check in.
dumb nicknames growing up. Like I have a giant mug that my baby sister got me. That I never drink from, and I stare at it and I get mad.
I love those
This is
big
real.
mugs.
Like when I was a part of her wedding, it was her wedding gift to me. It's like this giant mug that says Sveven. Sveven. Because growing up, her nickname for me was Sveven Jorgensen. That was what she
Sveven.
called me. Not just Sveven Jorgensen.
There's
Always.
just names that come to you.
And I'm like, how? Like how?
I don't know. They just hit you. Like there's this girl that I know who has an interesting name, and someone ended up calling her this other name, and it was really offensive to her. Well, then I was like people don't just make up stuff like that. Where did that come from? But then my cousin Bree, I have no clue. Someone started calling her as a kid Bree Leach.
Bree Leach?
Bree Leach.
I don't get it.
I don't either. And I can't get it out of my head. So like our family will be like, "Hey, Bree Leach," and I'm like, "It's Bree."
It's Bree.
Like I don't know why.
I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh. Guys, we really have to take a break.
Oh, thank God.
For reals. For reals.
Whatever.
Take us out, Tam.
Leave them wanting more. So much more.
Take us out.
La 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 la.
We'll be right back.
Stephen Furtick makes it come alive in this Star PowerPoint.
It's never been about the size of the stone. It's about the size of the sacrifice. And one thing I like to ask myself when we prepare our offering is, if everybody in the church gave like you give, would the ministry move forward? Not the amount, because not everybody can give the same amount. Some can give a lot more and some may be able to give less. But if everybody gave the level of faith that you're giving, would the ministry move forward? And see, that question will cause somebody to give $1 million and somebody to give 100, It may cause a kid to give $5. It may cause somebody to give $15,000, $20,000, $50,000. Feel like I should go through every amount and maybe one will stand out to you. It's not about the amount. It's about the attitude of your heart.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
Had you on my mind, I had a little time. I know we kinda overdue. Turning back the pages to our younger days, yeah, I could still imagine you. Booming like the thunder, chasing life with wonder. A fire that could light a room. Bottom kind of fell out, waited for the rebound, but you never made a move. When life cuts so deep, try and remember you. You're not alone. We've all been there. Scars don't live in you. You're not alone. We've all been there. Oh, so lift your head, lift your head, lift your head to where your help comes from. Yeah, you're not alone. We've all been there. Scars come and live in. Life ain't got no sequel. We all broken people. The only road to found is lost. Oversimplifying, ain't no shame in trying. Passion never counts the cost. Now you won't take my phone calls, you won't text me back at all. I just wanna see you, I can't stand to see you go. Yesterday I missed you, yesterday I played your song. I'm oversimplifying, I'm oversimplifying. Life cuts so deep. Try and remember you. You're not alone. We've all been there. Scars come and live in you. You're not alone. We've all been there. Oh, so lift your head, lift your head, lift your head to where your help comes from. Yeah, you're not alone. We've all been there. Scars come and live in us. It doesn't matter who you are. This world gon' leave some battle scars. It doesn't matter who you are. This world gon' leave some battle scars. You're not alone. We've all been there. Scars come with living you. You're not alone. You're not alone. So lift your head. Doesn't matter who you are. This world gon' leave some battle scars.
Toby Mac Scars on Star 88, 945.
Hi today, 85 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Quality Tam, Tuesday. Good morning.
Here we are, and it's Quality Tam on a Tuesday. Wow. Yeah. We got Tamra here, and she's talking about her shakes. Not her body, but some stuff that she drinks.
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
Yeah. Because I said shakes, and then I felt weird.
Talking about her shakes. You got the
Yeah,
shakes?
I got the shakes.
Yeah,
I
'cause
do
you
have
drink-
a little bit of
'cause you
shakes
drink
with
too much
not
coffee.
enough coffee.
That's bad.
That's what it is.
No, that's an
I was
addiction.
starting to feel a little weird yesterday, and I was like, "Gosh, why am I feeling so like empty inside and lonely?"
I feel like that every second
And
of the day.
I realized, oh man, I haven't had enough coffee today, and I was like, "Ooh, I think that's a sign.
I will say, because last January was when I went cold turkey for 30 days.
Wow.
And just cut out sugar and gluten, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, man, I didn't do it this year. I wanted to. And I miss that feeling when you get all of the crud out and you detox. I can't even begin to tell you how good you feel.
Yeah.
And you crave that feeling again, but then slowly you just start, oh, you know what? I'll have a coffee today, or I'll have a Coke. Or it just starts seeping back into your life. And before you know it, you feel soulless and empty. Ugh. I really think that our diet is a big part of why, I think it's going to be the downfall of America. I really think it all ties in with our mental health and
Zombies?
depression. Zombies eventually, sure. Stevia is going to be the reason why the zombie outbreak
So
happens.
there's this like argument going that stevia is basically the same as aspartame, but it's coming from the plant,
Yeah,
and so it's
stevia is
more
a
of a
plant.
natural
That's
thing.
what I heard. That's why it is.
But you should still have that in smaller consumptions. Like you shouldn't want to put way more of that in your
You
body.
know what's been helping me a lot
What's
with
that?
the sweet tooth, because I have a sweet tooth.
Tell me.
Is I've been buying, when the allergies hit me hard, somebody mentioned, get some local raw honey.
Yes.
So I just buy a little thing of raw honey, and I have that in my room.
That's right.
And whenever I get that sweet tooth pops up, I just take a big gulp of that honey, and it takes it away.
That's good.
I love it.
And that's actually, that'll help you with your allergies too.
I
mean,
think
if
it
it's
has.
local.
I feel like I'm back to 100% now.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was dead for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, people think that they're dying and have the
Gosh,
flu and
yeah.
it's allergies.
It was awful.
And then some crazy flu's been going around that's like flu A, I think is what it's called, or something like that. Anyway, it's a crazy flu where like you are violently sick, like violently
why
throwing
are you
up.
scaring us today?
No, I'm sorry. But there's this thing going on, and my friends got it. 3 people that I know got it.
Seriously?
And I'm like, oh no. And that's a lot of, and they're very healthy people. So sometimes there are things that are going to hit your body even when you're healthy, but you fight it off a lot quicker when your immune system is looking better.
We specialize in people that are sick.
No. No, we don't.
No?
No.
Sick, man, sick.
No. The reason
You
why
are one sick individual.
The reason why I went to even go do any of this was because my face was red as an apple. A red
Are
apple.
you thick?
Or a tomato.
Yes.
And I didn't know why. And so I thought, well, I gotta go take care of this. And I knew it was internal because nothing was helping on the outside.
Right.
So I was like, I gotta do it. I just gotta crack down. I'm overstimulated with caffeine. I knew it was caffeine.
You knew it?
I knew it.
She just knew it.
Ugh. Oh.
Knew it.
Can't stand it.
The Adventures of Sick Boy. He's a really sick boy.
Teacher?
What is it?
I don't feel so well.
Sick boy, you always say that.
Yeah, but...
Go back to your desk.
But I...
No. 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 No.
Nope.
Sorry.
Clean that up.
Gross! I do
Are
not
you
want to hear
thick?
that.
Never mind. I feel better.
Are you thick?
Okay. I don't want it. I don't know where do you get this junk?
Junk. You're going to call it junk? Really? Wow.
Where do you find this?
I watch a lot of documentaries. Just
I
like you.
guess.
All right?
I guess. Hey, have you gotten your thing
Tetanus
from
shot?
Buck yet?
Oh, what?
Your gift from Buck?
Oh, yeah. Where's my beret?
Yeah, where's my scarf?
You know what? I'm calling Buck out right now. He's the worst.
Where's
he
my
talks and
scarf?
talks and talks all the time. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Empty promises, man.
It's a high of 85 today. How am I supposed to cover my shoulders?
You guys didn't get your stuff.
You got yours?
You did not.
What did you ask for?
What'd you ask for? You didn't ask for anything, did you?
I got a baguette.
What?
A baguette.
He gave you a baguette?
Yeah.
A baguette.
It's like a French bread.
I know what it is. It's toilet.
Oh. What?
You know, it's toiletry. Toilet.
It's a toilet. It's a clean with the, the spray up.
A baguette.
So dumb.
Yeah. Where is it? Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he really give you a baguette?
We'll never.
Did he give you a
ever see
baguette?
it.
Just
you literally
say
would
it.
have to go to the Buck's house to get it. That's what's gonna happen.
I still need to go to Buck's house because his wife is going to do a facial on my face.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I just got to get over there.
Is that a little redundant?
Facial on my face?
Yeah.
Facial on the face.
I keep trying not to, but lately I've been hearing so many redundant phrases.
Over
that I'm
and
like,
over and over?
and over.
Are you thick?
And it's making me crazy.
Okay, what about this? When someone says irregardless or regardless.
Oh, that's our boy Beanix.
So
He says irregardless.
I have a friend Jenny who used to say that all the time.
Well, if Beanix says it, I'm saying it.
Irregardless, and I don't know if that's a real word. Is it irregardless?
It is now because we looked it up and it actually is a real word.
It is?
Yeah.
I just needed to know.
So Beanix says irregardless.
And
Yeah,
also
for-
people who say the phrase when they say I couldn't care less. No, I could care less.
Yeah.
It's I could not
Yeah,
care
I could
less.
not care less. Because if you could care less, that
then
means you have more care.
You're caring less
Yes.
now.
There's one that's making me crazy right now. There's a commercial, and Luke, my 13-year-old, was the first person to point it out. I'm trying to. It's like this Uber driver.
Oh,
And it's
no.
all these different people in the back of the car, and it's like, oh yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's like I think it's like a
Uber.
Bank of America commercial or something
Oh.
like that. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
this guy, and one of his patrons in the back goes, I don't know, I just always seem to self-sabotage myself. And it's like, isn't that a little redundant? Because if you self-sabotage yourself, you're sabotaging. You're
Yourself.
sabotaging yourself. You're not self. You can't. You're self-sabotaging yourself is so redundant.
It is. It's so redundant.
Welp.
Welp? He was the first. Did you hear him say welp?
Is that a real
Like
word?
with a P?
Welp?
But wait.
Yeah, you've never heard that?
No, I
Welp?
have. I say it all the time, but I've never heard it with such an emphasis on the P. Such an emphasis on the syllable of the P.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of toxic masculinity in here, and I don't feel comfortable right now.
Oh gosh.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
They actually just added it to the dictionary. They added whelp, toxic masculinity.
Oh, masculinity wasn't a word?
No, toxic masculinity.
Oh.
Like one phrase. They added toxic masculinity.
Dad joke is also another one.
Oh, nice.
Cry bully.
What?
Cry bully, a person who self-righteously harasses others while playing the victim.
A cry bully.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Someone who, can you say that definition?
A person who self-righteously harasses others while playing the victim.
Wow. And that harassment could be done in so many different ways.
Man, I have things.
But that's what it's called, manipulation.
Mm.
Like that's
I think a lot of us do it and we don't even realize
What about
it.
ATM machine?
That's already in there, I think.
Yeah, it's just ATM.
Yeah.
Because it's an automatic teller machine.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be an automatic teller machine.
Do you have an automatic teller machine around here?
I'm going to go find the AT machine. That's different. Somebody said, I hate when people say 2 a.m. in the morning. That's so true. Dude, it was like 9 p.m. at night.
I do that all the time. I text that
Dude,
all the time.
Really?
Yeah. And every time I look at it and go, this is weird, and I shouldn't say it like this, but what if they don't really understand? And I
But
want them to know that.
PM.
9 at night.
I don't think I've ever
Like
come
Advil
across that.
PM.
No,
for
but
night.
like I don't think I've ever. Yeah, man. Oh, early morning, like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Man, it's like 4 a.m. in the morning.
I don't say 4 a.m.
Right.
I mean, I just say 4 a.m.
Or 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
Oh man. One that always freaks me out. I think Dexter, you do this.
Steve-O's face when he says all these, he's so bugged.
Hey man, we should hang out. Okay, what are you doing next Saturday? Oh, I'm free next Saturday. And what Dex means is like the one that's coming up.
Oh!
But what
I hate that.
mean
That's this
is-
Saturday.
Right.
Not
this
next Saturday.
Like, but it's like, well, but it's the next Saturday.
No,
And I'm like,
it's not.
No, but no.
That's in this week.
I will never agree with that.
No.
Ever.
I
But
can't
it's like
stand it.
next Saturday would be like the Saturday after this coming Saturday.
See, I have to
'Cause
say
this Saturday
in
is
text
this
messages
Saturday.
and phone calls, I have to say, so this coming Saturday.
Right.
Not all
mean
the
this
next
particular
people.
date?
And then I hate when people go. It goes. You say like, yeah. It's like so this Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday.
Yeah, no.
No, that's this Saturday.
This Saturday is this Saturday.
Yeah,
next
that's
Saturday
well,
is
and
like
then it's like,
8
well,
days
same
from
thing
now.
next Saturday, and I'm like, but it's not,
not the
and
same
I have to let that go.
Yeah. Yep.
That's hard to walk away from.
I hear you. I hear you.
One time I had a conversation with a person like that, and we didn't get done till like 10 p.m. at night. That was crazy. I finally had to let it go because I was self-sabotaging myself. And I was like, this is all on me.
I'd like to pick a bone with Steve-O on air.
Oh, no.
Well, you got about 30 seconds.
Great. I tagged him in an Instagram thing, and it was adorable that my little nephew said hi to Steve-O with his awesome Stormtrooper shirt, and Steve-O never responded.
Wait, how do I respond to that? It's an Insta story.
Send him a private message.
Oh, how? How do I send him a private message? And
Chill, bro.
Okay.
Amzi got her tonsils out, and that's her little voice.
Oh.
She's a little
Is that
higher,
her?
but she's
And
still,
then-
yeah.
Chill, bro.
She's still got. And he's the one that says, I don't want to say that, or whatever he says. Quality team.
Chill, bro.
That's him.
I love it.
I love him.
Well,
love him.
we love you.
My little babies.
We love
Not you guys. My niece and nephew are my babies.
Right.
Right.
I can't say that.
That's Joshua Grayson.
Cutie.
You're listening to Quality Talent, Star 88.
Not anymore. It died. Got
No,
canceled.
She's still, it's Quality Tam Tuesday.
Well.
She's still here.
Quality Talent.
Quality damn. All right, Starmy, have a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Tam, bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
So, what is the most important day in human history? Christians know it is no contest. That morning when Jesus rose from the dead changed everything.
Jesus Christ isn't dead. He's alive from the grave, and he changed his life.